Was it 10 or 15? Good morning, everybody. We are here for you. My name is Jim Weller, and you're watching, for your entertainment purposes, Weller Does Delmarva. This is a live weekly show. We do it every week, and yes, we were truly here last week live on location in the pandemic blizzard, okay? So it was a blizzard like no other because it was in the middle of the pandemic, all right? And oh, we got to take a picture, too. I forgot all about that because Linda did not come last week, so we got no pictures. All right, very good.
Right.
All right, had to rub that in. All right, so anyway, what is going on with Colin Walls, TV Delmarva? Well, first of all, I want to finish saying good morning to everybody.
Finish that,
So,
please.
Good morning, everybody, and we appreciate you. There's people here joining us in person. And at the moment, we're glad they're here. We don't know how it will be by the end of the show, but for now, we're glad they're here.
Your opinion could change.
Our opinion could change. We reserve the right to change our opinion without notice.
Okay.
So, but anyway, Colin.
Good morning.
TV Delmarva. Here we are, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's happening?
Well, I'm trying to get everything straight.
I can see that, yes.
I love this computer idea. I'm just so proud of myself. I figured it out.
Well, let's talk about what you figured it out, huh?
Yeah.
What's
Let me put it like this. I followed instructions well. All right.
Let's talk about what we're going to do with the computer.
Okay, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
to reach out to you, our audience. So I guess we could do it right now if you want. What would they need? They need a telephone or a device. They need to be connected to Wi-Fi. If you want to join us on the show right now, so like if you are watching on TV Delmarva, we would like to actually have you do this right now, and then you can show us your TV with TV Delmarva. So take your smartphone. Take your smartphone. What do they do? You take your smartphone.
Your what phone?
Your smartphone. Your smartphone.
Okay.
And go to Facebook Messenger, and then send me call me, video call James Weller.
Okay.
And then we're going to bring you on the show.
All right.
But was that what you were talking about, or were you talking about the French fries?
No, I actually was talking about what we're going to do with it later, who we're going to have on and all that.
Okay. Bob Backman. But he is going to just do it by phone.
Okay.
He's going to just do it by phone.
I thought we were going to have Mike on later.
Oh, I haven't got it.
Okay,
no,
I thought that's what we were doing.
We went from being
all
on
this for.
fire and all excited to he's missing in action again.
Oh, okay. He's got to get his beard trimmed.
Might have to. So we might. Mike Mercer, we had him on last week.
Okay.
All excited. Got his earbuds. Said that, he was going to be ready, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
So,
well,
he
fine.
could surprise us.
Yes.
He could surprise us. I'd
Surprise
like him
Colin.
to go over there to Burger King and, interview people as they're placing their order.
Good idea.
Right. Upsell them.
Yeah.
Sell them desserts.
Would you like fries with that?
Right. Supersize.
Yes.
All right,
TV Delmarva, we are
you did a good
able
job.
to do lots of different things, as we're talking about. Did a good job.
All the storm coverage and everything.
I didn't mean to cut off your compliments.
Right.
Let's restart
But no,
that.
in other words, did a good job. Last week was a busy week.
It was.
I don't think people that watch TV realize what happens behind the scenes to make sure that everything is ready, because the show must go on, not just my show, but just the TV shows and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all got to go on.
So all your people were working.
Yes. Hunter, were you working? Yes.
He was working.
Hunter
He was tired. He was tired, little turkey.
He was tired. But, we got it all done. Everybody did a good job. And, I thought we put out, some good information to everybody that was
People love your
was
weather. They
following
love
us.
everything. So
Yeah. And we did have a guy that sent us a message and said, he moved down here from northern New Jersey, and he said he's been looking for somebody that covers storms like the New York City outlets did, news outlets.
Right.
Now, I don't 100% agree that we're on par with the New York City outlets, but it was a great compliment, and we really appreciate that compliment. They've got huge resources up there.
Do you have any room for any more compliments?
Yes, we'll take as many. We'll take
Somebody
as many
wrote a
as we get.
letter.
We got to offset the complaints with compliments.
Right. But you got a little letter recently from the town of Greenwood, really happy
we
with
did.
The coverage of their, their first
Yep.
Christmas parade in many years, and broadcast that on TV Delmarva. So a lot of stuff's going on. Everybody seems to be happy. You're growing.
And what we'd like
exciting.
to do is we'd like to get on cable and satellite. So if you would please go to tvdelmarva.com. Up at the top left, you'll see a little button there that says sign the petition.
Right. Yeah.
And you can actually sign the petition. So we're asking the cable cable and satellite providers to put us on their platforms.
Right, and it just takes multiple people saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
we'd like to see it there." You know, so
Exactly.
if you're out there and you're watching or listening, and you'd like to be able to watch the show on the cable networks, please sign the petition.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
No harm. All right.
All right. I'm going to
Anything
let you
else?
go if that's
You
okay.
gonna let me go. Let
Yeah.
me go.
All right.
He's letting me go. We're prepping
right.
for the radio. This is a live show called Weller Does Delmarva. I got a brand new contest today. I'll tell you about it in just a minute. We're switching over. We're joining the radio audience. So I'm mixing my TV audience along with my radio audience. We're on the radio. Good morning to Delaware 105.9. Thank you, everybody. We are going to give away a $50 shopping spree today, all right? I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. A $50 shopping spree to Weller's in Bridgeville. And here's exactly how you do it. I'm going to get the prize wheel. I'm going to set it up here for just a minute. Denise is going to spin the wheel when I do it. And whatever number that lands on, you need to write that number down. We're going to do this 4 times throughout the show. So you can go ahead and set it up here, Denise, if you would. And I'm going to set the wheel up here. Can everybody see it? I think they can. And don't let it hit the microphone. But I want you to spin the wheel and tell me what number it lands on. My radio audience, just listen in. I mean, spin that thing, Denise. What number are you on? Number 5. So you could take it down, and we're going to write down number 5. So everybody that's watching or listening, write down number 5. Number 5. What we're going to do throughout the show, we're going to do this 4 times, once every half hour. We're going to spin the wheel, and we're going to tell you the number. At the end of the show, the first person that gets through, so we'll say at 8:45, 8:50 this morning, if you're the first caller to get through that can tell me what those 4 numbers add up to, you will win a $50 shopping spree at Weller's in Bridgeville. So you could put $50 towards a trailer. You could get 100 rolls of Scotch tape or some kind of tape that resembles Scotch tape. And I can't remember what brand it is. It's a name brand. They're 2-packs. They're 99 cents for a pack of 2. You could literally get 100 packs of some kind of clear tape for free if you win this $50 shopping spree. We've got all kinds of weird and crazy stuff. And then we got the normal stuff, too. So we got a little bit of everything. We were giving away stuff the other day. So the number was 5. Write that down if you would. Now, we're here. We're live. We got Jake Moss going to be joining us first thing this morning from Nanticoke Young Life. We're looking forward to chit-chatting with him. We're going to be with you here all the way up until 9 o'clock this morning. But we've got a collage to play. I forgot about that. So whenever you're ready, I'm ready. And this is, you're going to hear the voice of Bob Backman, and I'm going to be chatting with him over the phone between 8:30 and 9. Cool Bobby B. But here we go. Here's what's happening today.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Jake Moss from Nanticoke Young Life visits. George Tice of Weller's Utility Trailers drops in. Register of Wills candidate Greg Fuller stops by. Bob Backman chats about DooWopStop. TV Delmarva's Colin Walls of Walls Service Center checks in. We are live from the Laurel Junction and Chef Fred's Cafe in Laurel, Delaware. And now, here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning, and that was the voice of Bob Backman, who's going to join me over the phone between 8:30 and 9. So anyway, just want to let you know, we spun the prize wheel. The number was number 5. You got to write that down. You're going to have 4 numbers between now and 8:45, and you add those 4 numbers together, and whatever that adds up to, be the first person to get through on the phone between 8:50 and 9, and you're going to win a $50 shopping spree as long as you can give me the correct number. Dry Zone. Dry Zone is a sponsor, supporter of the show, have been pretty much from the very beginning. And we want to say thank you, Bill and Heather Anderson, for having Dry Zone as a company, for running a good operation there and supporting the show. But we want to let you know, everybody and their brother seems to be jumping into the crawl space encapsulation business. And we want you to know Dry Zone pretty much knows what they're doing. In other words, I've dealt with them on numerous projects, been extremely happy. Over the years, I've promoted them and advertised for them and talked about them. I've had many people reach out and tell me their stories about how that when they called on the phone, first of all, a person answered the phone. And then when they made the appointment, they showed up on time. They reminded you that they had the appointment. They came out, they looked at what you got, they crawled around under your house or wherever, and they gave you solutions. And then when they did the job, they, again, did what they said they were going to do, did it the way they said they were going to do it. And then you've got a great warranty with Dry Zone, and it's also transferable. And people have said to me, what does that even matter? If I sell my house, why do it adds more value to your house. When you have something like your crawl space encapsulated and you decide to sell your house, and the company that's done the work says, yes, you can transfer the warranty to the next owner, that adds value to your house. So anyway, Dry Zone does some things with foundational structural type things. They do that. They also can help you if you have like a leaky basement or if you need a drainage system that will help with that, or if you need a sump pump. There's many solutions. So you tell them the problem, they'll tell you the solution. Estimates are no charge. They're really knowledgeable at what they do. I could show you. I need to do that. I need to go crawl around under my house and show you the encapsulation they did for me, because they weren't the first company that did it. I had another company do it, and it did not hold up. And then I had heard about Dry Zone, and when they came out, they knew what they were doing, and they did it right, okay? So I got it right done the second time. I got it done right the second time. You need to get it done right the first time, and call Dry Zone. Now, another thing about Dry Zone, they own another division called Hello Garage. And what do they do there? They come in, I see pictures every week where they're, remodeling and fixing up people's garages, because people spend a lot of time in their garage. So, whether you need some cabinetry, whether you need the floor done with, a nice polyasparmatic, whatever that word is, floor coating, they could do that. They did the showroom at Weller's in Bridgeville. And I really just like dealing with Dry Zone. So people say, why are you so happy? I'm happy because they do what they say they're going to do. They stand behind what they do, and they're a good company. Also, if you're looking for a career change, Dry Zone is always constantly adding to their staff, looking for more people to join Team Dry Zone. They're growing like crazy. So what's the phone number? 302-684 5034 684-5034 dryzone.com. You want to apply online for a job, you can do that. You can learn a lot about them at their website, dryzone.com or Hello Garage. All right, now we got a lot going on here today. We've spun the prize wheel once. And what else have I got going on? Weller's is going to be open at 8 o'clock. No problem at all there today. Weller's will be open. And we're open from 8 to 2 on Saturdays. They tell me today will be a rather busy day. So it's been a little slow this year so far with all the snow and the bad weather and things like that. But they're telling me that today they've got a full day planned. So with that said, we got a lot of stuff going on. We're glad you're tuning in. We're going to be doing some giveaways in a little bit. I don't know if anybody out there wants some Vanderwyn ice cream gift cards. I'm going to be talking about that in just a few minutes. So let's talk real quick about LNW Insurance Agency. People say, why are you so excited about an insurance agency? Well, recently I bought a couple vehicles and sold some vehicles, and it's just so nice. You call up and you say, I need a insurance card, for my new vehicle. Just a few minutes later, you got the thing. You can get it by fax or email or, whatever you want. So I've enjoyed that service, okay? Sold some vehicles, and then they cancel the policy, and they prorate it, and you get a refund for, what you haven't used as far as your insurance. Very accommodating, very helpful, and been very happy with them. So if you need insurance, whether it's homeowners or renters insurance, or if you need life insurance or health insurance, or if you need commercial coverage, liability insurance, things like that, LNW Insurance Agency have done it all for me. I'm always asking them questions. If I do this, am I properly insured? If I'm not properly insured, what am I looking at? And I like dealing with them, and I like asking them questions all the time. So if you have any insurance-related questions, if you want to get a second opinion on what you have or a third opinion, give them a call, 302-856-7828, 856-7828. It is lwinsurance.com on the web. You can like them on Facebook. They're very, very active there also, and a good supporter, sponsor of the show. Do you happen to see George floating around? No? Okay, that's fine. Well, we're going to have George Tice on in a little while after 7:30. He is our shop guy up there at Weller's in Bridgeville and does a great job for us, and we're going to just brag on him a little bit. We're having a special at Weller's today. Today, they're open from 8 to 2, and this is a pretty good offer. On any trailer, new or used, open or enclosed, it doesn't matter. You can utilize 12 months, same as cash. And people say, well, break that down for me. What does that mean? What it means is you can literally use somebody else's money for an entire year, 365 days for free. All right? So, it's based on your credit worthiness or your credit score or whatever. You fill out an app. Within a few minutes, we have some answers. And basically, you can buy a trailer. You can put your motor vehicle fees in it if you need a hitch or a brake box or any wiring done. You can put that all in the package. And then they will, what am I getting ready to say? They will finance it for you. So you have a small monthly payment, but you don't even have any payment for the first 3 months. No payment whatsoever for the first 3 months. And then as long as you pay it off in full within 12 months, you don't pay 1 penny in interest. So people that are waiting on a tax return, they love this. Contractors, they got some work lined up, but they don't want to lay out their cash right now. They can get a trailer now. They can use the trailer now. And as long as they pay it off in 1 year, they don't pay 1 penny in interest. Now, in the event you don't pay it off in 1 year, you're not in default. It doesn't hurt your credit or affect you in any way, shape, or form. So you can also, pay it off, early, or you could take longer than 1 year if you want. So it doesn't put you in a default type situation. So anyway, that's where we're at. 1 year, same as cash. That offer is only for today. Only for today. I forgot today's date. What day is this? This is February 5th, 2022. February 5th, 2022. Now, George, we need to look that way just real quick.
All right.
This is another one of our pictures. One of these days, we're going to do something with these pictures. So, George, you've been busy at the shop. This
Yes,
is
sir.
George Tice, runs our shop, keeps everything in good order, nice and clean and neat, and the work he does is meticulous, whether it's a hitch or a brake box or packing your wheel bearings. So how has the shop been?
Shop has been great.
Okay, kind of busy already.
Very busy.
Yeah, I guess wintertime might be busier because people ain't using their trailer.
Right. A lot of landscapers bring their trailers in because they have downtime now, and we can get their trailers ready for the season.
Yeah, well, good. What's one of the most challenging things we ever had? We have anything that ever makes you say, this is a tough one?
Not particularly, no.
You like it all.
I do.
And you like to fabricate and
Yes,
make
sir.
things or rebuild a ramp gate or put a new floor in a trailer.
There's not too much we can't do in the shop.
Yeah, you seem to like it too, though.
Yes, sir.
And the shop looks so good. We got one of the best looking shops. I mean, shops normally don't look good, but George keeps our shop looking pretty darn good.
We try to keep it not so cluttered.
Not so cluttered.
Right.
Yep. So what does George do on a snow day?
Pretty much just stay inside.
Oh, really? You don't go
Yes.
out and rip and rear or nothing?
No.
Okay.
Too old for all that now.
All right. I just wondered. I can't stay home, so I will be guilty of ripping and raring. So we've got quite a collection of mud going on at Weller's,
Yes,
don't we?
we do. It's a little slick out there.
It's a little slick out there. Sheds are coming in. Did we get our load of aluminum trailers yet?
Not yet. I do
Okay.
believe they'll be in next week.
Where do they come from? I forgot.
I believe
Is
they
that-
come from Indiana.
I don't know if it's Indiana or further away, but a long ways.
It's in the Midwest somewhere.
Right. And so they are trying not to come in the middle of a snowstorm.
Right.
So we've been waiting for them alumas a long time.
Yeah. From what I understood, they were supposed to be here earlier this week, and then they pushed it back
Yeah.
to next week. So.
Yeah. All right. I do want to ask you also, you work with a guy named Chuck Creighton.
Yes, sir.
I've allowed him to be in charge of things there. What kind of guy is he? And he's not watching or listening. So, what would you,
He's a very stand-up guy.
is he really?
Yes, he is.
Okay. And he seems to really know what he's doing.
He's got a little bit of knowledge.
A little bit of knowledge. We don't give him too much credit, right? So, and the other thing I did want to ask is, people say to me, how do I know when it's time to pack my wheel bearings? So what would be a good rule of thumb for how often? Because, a lot of the people that buy trailers have never bought one before.
Right. What I usually tell customers is if you're buying a brand new trailer,
Okay.
your bearings are already packed from the factory.
Okay.
If you're going to use it every day, I would suggest checking it, put a little grease in there every couple months.
Okay.
And if you are using it every day, come in and get your wheel bearings repacked, a full repack service.
Okay.
Every 6 months to a year.
Okay. And a repack is where like you take the tire and wheel and the hub and everything
Yes,
off.
sir. We disassemble your whole wheel assembly. We take your bearings. We wash them in a non-corrosive, mild detergent.
I mean, like you literally take the bearings
Yes,
off
sir.
the hub. Okay.
Off the hub. We clean your bearings, inspect your bearings, repack your bearings.
Okay.
Replace your grease seals. Put everything back together within factory specs, and you're ready to roll.
Good to go. And when we do that, we also, I think, check the air in the tires.
Yes, sir. Air. We check your lights.
Yeah.
We
Make
go
sure
through
the
your whole
jack's
trailer.
working right. Okay. So it's like a little tune-up for a trailer,
Yes,
in
sir.
other words. So, and everything we do, we try to do it by appointment.
That is correct.
Right. In other words, we would rather not do a service like it's an emergency. You
Right.
got an emergency, we'll do all we can to take care of
And
you.
we do understand emergencies. I mean,
Right.
if your wheel falls off going down the highway,
Yeah, get there.
if you can get it there, we can try to
We
get
can
you
get it.
back on the road.
Now, we also do springs,
Yes, sir.
and we can even replace the whole axle.
We can.
Okay. I would call it minor / a little more than minor welding, right?
We can do some medium welding.
Medium welding.
Right.
Okay.
I wouldn't build a trailer in the shop, but
Okay. Okay.
we can
Put a fender on.
we can put fenders on.
coupler?
Couplers. We can replace some railing.
Okay. That mesh in the ramp gate
Right.
if it gets all bent.
Right.
Okay. And then we've put new floors in enclosed trailers and open trailers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And roof vents. We do them a lot, right? On an enclosed trailer.
We do. And we even have an option now for a metal roof vent.
Really?
Yes.
Because roof vents, like, they deteriorate because of the sun a lot.
Right.
It dries them out or something.
The plastic heats it up and cools it down, and it just deteriorates and falls apart.
And the problem with a broken roof vent is you may have a trailer, an enclosed trailer, and you haven't looked in it for a month or two.
Right. And you go in there and your floor is wet and warped.
Right,
and-
or whatever's in there is wet, and you're
Right.
like, man, how come nobody told me? Because nobody looked in the trailer for a while. So
it's on
metal
top and you
roof
really
vents.
can't see it.
Yeah, especially if you're short, you really can't see it. So, what about the breakaway switch? People tell me, if you're going to get stopped at the scales and things like that, it's critical that your breakaway switch is working.
I don't know about working, but they would like to at least see it on the trailer
Okay.
and hooked up properly.
Okay, because a lot
Which
of
means
people.
not having the breakaway cable hooked up into your safety chains.
Right,
It
hook
has
it
to be
separate.
separate from your safety chains.
And this is a little switch that when if the truck and the trailer were to come unhooked,
Correct.
instead of the trailer just rolling down the highway or whatever, that thing pulls out.
It's got a lanyard that will pull a pin out.
Right.
And it has a small 12-volt battery hooked to the trailer.
Right.
And it will lock your brakes up.
Wow.
So that trailer does not go
Keep
from
moving.
side to side and
Or across the center.
Right,
Right.
right.
Now, the other thing is you can get them with a solar. No, not a solar charger. Can you or can't you for that? I was talking more about where it's got the light on it, though, that tells you whether it's charged
the
or not.
indicator light.
But can you run like a hot wire that keeps that battery charged all the time?
If you were to put a solar panel on top of your trailer, you could definitely run a wire down to your battery
and keep it charged.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
But on the dump trailers, does that battery run that thing?
The main battery runs everything.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it would run the breakaway switch.
Right, and it also,
Okay.
most of your bigger dump trailers come with a trickle charger where you can actually plug it into an outlet in the wall.
Oh, built right into it.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, these are just questions that I am not overly knowledgeable of, but I appreciate the information. The other thing is we have a lot of tires and wheels in stock.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so sometimes somebody says, "Well, I got these wheels and I want to just put new tires on those wheels." We can mount tires on their wheels.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But then money-wise, it comes out cheaper just to buy the tire and the wheel.
Sometimes.
Yeah, by the time you buy the tire and pay us to mount the tire, you're right there. Okay. We have a few used tires still
We have a couple.
out in that little building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, and we're going to be busy. We put hitches on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Brake boxes in. We do a nice, neat install of that.
Yes, we do.
Okay. And that's kind of nice because if you got a newer vehicle and you're going to put a brake box, and a lot of people don't know, the brake box is so when you put your foot on the brake, what is it? How's that work? It's electric.
It is electric. It's proportion controlled.
Okay.
And it sends an electric signal back to your trailer
Okay.
to activate the brakes on the trailer,
Okay.
depending on how hard you're pressing the brake in your vehicle.
Wow. Wait a minute. I'm being asked. Since you have George there, can he service my trailer if I drop it off? Don't need it. Oh, I'm sure we can.
I'm sure we can. Get it on a schedule.
Just get it to us. Just take a stack of $100 bills, Brian, and just drive a nail through the center of them when you drop it off. No, I'm just kidding with you. So we're kind of ready. Now, we do stay busy.
We do.
In the shop because you are our main person, you know, in other words. And we don't have a huge shop. But we would love to get people's trailers fixed up because come March and April, it's going to be hectic for us, them, everybody.
Right.
You know, so this is actually our slowest 2 months of the year, isn't it? January and February.
It is, but
it never feels slow.
It's just after the holidays and
yeah. But I mean, it seems like we're always busy no matter what.
We are.
Wow. Well, did you order breakfast? Are you having breakfast?
I am not. I'm heading back to the shop right now.
All right. You want any gift cards to Vanderwins or Chick-fil-A?
No, thank you, sir.
You sure?
I'm sure.
How about a keychain? You got one of them?
I do have one of those.
All right.
Actually, I have 2 of those.
What else? I got some used donuts here, but I'm going to hold on to them.
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. Well, George, thanks a lot. I appreciate you coming and appreciate you working for me.
Thank you, sir.
I'm very blessed to have you. Thank you.
Appreciate the job.
All right. See ya. All right. There he goes. George, been with me quite a few years now and been very happy to have him. It's a comforting feeling. I never have to worry, is George coming to work? I just know he's going to be there. You know, I kind of like that. All right. And what else is going on? Vanderwins ice cream. Is there anybody out there left that hasn't got any Vanderwins gift cards? If you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwins, call me real quick right now. 302-422-7336. 422-7336. We got just a minute or two. Real quick, we need your name. We'll set 2 gift cards aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville. Pick them up next week, Tuesday through Saturday. 2 Vanderwins gift cards. Call me now. If you got them, then don't worry about it. If you won some in the past week or two, give somebody else a chance to call. We can't take phone calls all morning long, so a lot of people can't get through. There's only one phone line. 422-7336. What number was that? Hunter's food is ready. Number 14. Can you hear him in the background? That is Chef Fred's people hollering out the numbers. We're in Chef Fred's Cafe right inside Laurel Junction. You say, I've never been to Chef Fred's Cafe. You don't know what you're missing. Good breakfast, lunch, dinner, soups. Somebody got some soup here the other day and made a point of calling me to tell me how much they enjoyed their soup here at Chef Fred's Cafe. So it's right inside the Laurel Junction, open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Chef Fred's Cafe. What did Hunter get? Just holler it out to me.
I got scrambled eggs and scrapple.
Scrambled eggs and scrapple, and it looks like, is that toast or no?
Yep.
Toast. Toast and hash browns. All right. Colin, was that a phone call?
Yep.
Caller, are you there?
Yes.
How you doing?
Good morning, Jim.
Good. Are you calling for 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A or no, Vanderwins? We're on Vanderwins right now.
Well, honestly, I prefer Chick-fil-A, but Vanderwins fine.
All right. Well, we are on Vanderwins right now. And what is your name?
The name is Robin Reitsnyder. I've called before.
All right, Robert. Well, I will set them aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville, and you can pick them up Tuesday through Saturday next week, okay?
I'll do that.
All right, Robert. Hey, are you watching on TV or radio?
Radio.
Radio. How do we look on the radio today, Robert?
About normal.
About normal. Well, I'm doing pretty good then if I'm about normal.
Yeah, he's doing something right.
Well, Robert, have a good weekend, okay?
I will do that. You too.
See ya. Bye-bye. All right. That was Robert. 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A. No, Vanderwins. Robert, it's Vanderwins. I'm so screwed up. Okay. All right. So anyway, here we go. We're taking a break from the radio. Switch over to TV Delmarva real quick. Real quick. I don't want you to miss Colin Walls. So what else is going on?
Well, I want to say thank you to Terry. Terry, a viewer from Seaford,
Okay.
has said, what were you doing?
Who? Me? I was getting his ink pen. This one. That I can't hold
Throw
on
it to me.
There.
Somebody greased it up on you.
I guess so.
I want to say thank you to Terry from Seaford. He called the shop and just called up there and wanted to
really?
let them know to tell me that I was
Okay.
doing a good job. So thank
All
you,
right.
Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And speaking of Wall Service Center, look what I brought.
Oh, they're back.
They're back, yeah. And you've
Okay.
got that other envelope. I wish I could get more of those envelopes.
Okay, I thought that was the one you liked.
No, I like the
Okay.
Acdelco one. This is
Okay.
a Federated Car Care, which is fine. We're a Federated car care shop, so we're part of that. But we're really an Acdelco professional service center.
Okay.
And I want to talk about some of the things that we do at Wall Service Center. So when you have your car service there, so just a regular oil change.
Just a
regular
regular
oil
oil
change
change.
is not a regular oil change at Wall Service Center.
Correct.
So
It's-
we do a little more than just, spin a filter off and drain the oil. We actually
Right.
do a little bit more than that while your car's there. We're going to give it a good check over.
Right.
We have this list here. So
Like a health checkup.
yeah. So check up from the
Neck
tires up.
The tires up. That's
Yeah.
right, because you check the depth of the tread in the tires.
We do. We check the depth of the tread. We check the air pressure in the
Yep.
tires.
The brakes.
Yeah, and we don't even do tires. We don't sell tires. We
Correct.
don't do tires.
Right.
It's just to let you know.
It's a courtesy. This is just you're doing this as a courtesy. So when you drive away from Wall Service Center, you know what kind of shape your vehicle
Right,
is in.
and you can leave with peace of mind,
Right.
if you know everything's good, or you can leave with, hey, I need to start thinking about
And budgeting.
brakes. I need to start budgeting for brakes or tires. Even looking at tires can give us indications of other things that are bad. Is it out of alignment? Do you have some wear in the
Yep.
front end? Are your shocks going bad? Is
Yep.
it the tires actually leaving the road when you hit bumps?
Do you sell shocks?
We do sell shocks.
Okay,
we
I
do
didn't know
shocks,
that.
struts. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now we don't
Front
do
end
alignments.
parts?
We don't
Don't do
do
alignments?
alignments, but we'll
Get
get
it
the
done for
alignment
you.
done. Yeah.
Right.
We work with another shop in Milford. They do great for us, and we can get a real good price on the alignments for you there. And usually they can do it, whenever we need it. So
Right.
that's a good thing, and so we're really happy with them. But you're going to get all these things checked over. So I have never counted all these things because
Oh, okay. We should
time
make it a
is money,
contest.
right? Yeah, time is money. Jim knows that. There's no need to count them. We just do them.
Right. Every time, though. In other words,
Every
when you get
time.
an oil change.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the things. We're going to check all your lights, exterior lights. Or is everything operating properly? I would say probably 70 to 75% of the cars that come in have working lights. So that means about 30 to 25% of the
Right.
cars have a
Have
light
something
out.
out, yep.
Yeah, and they don't even know it. So it could be a tag light, it could be a tail light or a brake light. You know what I found with the brake lights? If you're
They're
going to check
hard.
them yourself, it's really hard. You got to hit the brake and run it around the back
Yep.
real fast.
Or back up to a building that has an outside mirror.
That's right. So those are some of the things we check. We're looking at the drive axles and differentials. We're checking the fluid and if you have four-wheel drive, and so lots of different things. The state of your battery health. Many things we're checking at Wall Service Center. And then after that, you're going to get, just for having an oil change done, you're going to get free roadside assistance for 1 year. And that means if you need a tow, a jump start, you run out of gas, you lock keys in your car, think of it as AAA.
Right.
You
For
know,
free.
it's not AAA,
Right.
but it is, kind of the same service you
Right.
would
A
have. with
roadside
the-
assistance.
Yeah, roadside
No
assistance.
charge.
And it's real. It really works.
I've used it. I
You've
used it
used
for
it.
towing.
Yeah.
I was surprised. It didn't cost me anything.
Like you didn't even have to have it towed to my shop. It was
Nope.
a transmission problem, which we,
we
don't
took it
do.
to where we wanted to
you
take
took
it. Yep.
to you had them towed to another place, and it didn't cost you a dime.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. So you just had to make a phone call. So anyway,
It
Wall
was that
Service
simple.
Center. Our phone number is right there on the screen. Give us a call. Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 is our hours.
7:30
and you
to
can
5.
always stop in downtown Milford, Wall Service Center.
Or drop your vehicle off.
Drop it
Drop
off.
the key
Put a
through
note.
the slot in the door.
Yeah, put a note right on it, and
Yep.
yeah, we'll get to
Take
it,
care of it.
and
We'll give you a
We'll
call.
give you a call. Exactly. Yep.
I've been very happy. Dealt there for years.
Years and years and years.
So what are you thinking? I saw Mike Mercer floating around.
I did see Mike. There he is over there.
There he
Yeah.
is. Mike Mercer.
Yep.
Are you going to want to do anything with us today? He said,
We can
Look at how
try."
nervous he got already.
He's like, we can try.
can
He's
try.
doubting himself. He
Yeah,
did a
he's
great job
doubting
last
himself.
week.
Okay. All right. Well, he's
Yeah,
got his
all right.
earbuds. He looks like a kid in the candy shop. All right. So anyway, we did this with Mike last week. Got him on the tractor outside, right?
That was a good segment.
We should get him sweeping. In other words,
Right.
riding a tractor is one thing, but can he sweep?
Right. All the things
That's-
he normally doesn't do.
Right. That's what we need to get. What can Mike do? So, what Mike wants to do, this is Mike Mercer. What would we call him? The brains behind this facility?
Yeah, yes.
And the
That's what
owner
many
and
people
operator.
call him.
Right. So, anyway, he wants to go outside and show you what's out there. In other words, in other words, it's hard for us to take everything, so he's going to do it. And I guess we'll do that soon. Why don't we
Soon.
do it now? Where'd he go again? Did he leave? Mike, we're ready now. We're ready now. Oh, my God, he's going to get bubble gum out of the machine. He's busy. All right. He said, yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to push you. That's all right. We're going to be here. That's all right. Golly, day, he's pushing me off. All right, so we've been pushed off, okay?
That's okay.
That's okay. But we're going to let Mike go around and show us some things.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
At
I like that.
Laurel Junction. You like that?
I do like that.
I'm actually ahead of schedule, I think. I'm
Really?
positive. You told me this was a no. You know for
Okay.
sure. Okay. All right. Then I will put that in the no category. All right. So, Colin, are we on the radio yet?
No.
I can't
no,
even keep
no.
track of things. Okay. What's that? No, we're not ready for the radio yet.
Tell 'em slow
Don't do
down.
it yet. Slow down. All right. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. I hear the music. We're coming back on the radio. Linda Bosco is doing such a great job. It's unbelievable. Jim taught her well. Good job. All right, so we're here. We're inside the Laurel Junction is where we're at. So, like, you can come down. But if you're out there and you want to try and experiment with us, we're looking for you to join us through Facebook Messenger right now. So is there somebody that maybe you own a business and you just want to show us your business real quick? Maybe you're at somewhere. I'd really like somebody that's watching on TV Delmarva is what I would really like. You got to take your phone, your smartphone, go to Facebook Messenger and search for James J. Weller Jr. and then video call me right now. And we're going to bring you on the show. And then we want you to show us your TV. Okay, we're trying to do a survey whether people are watching on flat screens, whether you've got that curved type TV, or what we have, we call them dinosaurs at home, these great big bulky 100-pound TVs. So we want you, somebody, one of you, to do this right now. Go to Facebook Messenger, search for James Weller, and then video call me right now and then show us your TV. I'll walk you through it, okay? It's that simple. Don't be afraid. We're looking for somebody to do that right now. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you a lullaby. No, I'm going to lull you to sleep. I want to tell you about this building I got for rent in Lincoln. I got a building, 20 foot wide, 40 feet long, 20 foot wide, 40 feet long, okay? And it's real tall. You could put a motorhome in it. You could put a travel trailer in it. It's big, okay? And it's got a garage door on the front and an entrance door. And it's not a building that I want to rent for somebody to run a business. It's just strictly for storage. So if you need some storage, it's in Lincoln. It's right behind Stokely Materials. And I'd like to rent that to you. 20 by 40 by probably 13, 14 feet tall, if you have an interest, okay? I see Robin. I think you're trying to reach out to me, Robin. Let me just see. If you reply, Robin will be able to call you. How do I do that? That one's new for me. So, Robin, try me again. Colin, I don't know. I guess you should. Just 1 second. I've lost it now. Did I close it? No. What if I do that? Okay, you go ahead. All right. So anyway, folks, let me do one more segment. We've talked about Vanderwin's ice cream. We gave a couple of them away. All right, so what did you do? I missed it. Dang on it. Okay, okay. He can do it.
Yeah, Robin
So we're
will
going to
be
try
able
to
to
get
call you.
Robin on here in just a minute to show everybody how this works. That's okay. So anyway, we're trying all this new technology, which is absolutely not my strong point, but it's like the victory of the week for me to learn something new here on a Saturday. So Vanderwin's gift cards, if you want to, we gave a couple away to Robin. You just need to call me right now. That's a phone call, 422-7336. If you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's, call now. I'll take your name. I'll set them aside. Vanderwin's is a great place to get ice cream. You hear us talk about them all the time here, and we give away gift cards. You got to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next Tuesday through Saturday, all right? In the meantime, all right. Oh, it's going to work. We got an incoming phone call from Robin. We're going to accept it, and then I have to do something else. Robin, hold tight. This is how it works, everybody. I wanted to see. Hopefully he's watching on TV. Robin, are you there? Is that you?
Yes, it is. Let me turn off my radio.
All right. And tell me, are you watching on TV?
No.
No.
Well, I'm on TV, but I have not been able to find your station on TV.
Okay.
You're on cable, right?
No, over the air, channel 14. Well,
I have been not bad.
Don't worry about it.
My TV,
All right. Well, where are you at right now?
Georgetown.
Georgetown. And how do we look? Can you see me okay?
Yes, I see a warehouse.
A warehouse. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. All right. So,
High steel structure. Yeah.
yep, all very good.
And your sign.
Did you have any trouble getting through doing it this way?
Third try.
All right. Well, good. 3 times is a charm. All right. Well, then, do you watch the show every week?
I listen to it on radio, yes.
On the radio. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you doing this. This is like an experiment.
I was there a couple of weeks back by the camera.
Okay.
Taking your picture.
Okay. Well,
Remember?
good. Yeah, I do remember now. And I've seen you on Friday mornings, too. All right.
Yes.
Well, now that I got you, I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well, have a good weekend. All right.
I'll see you this next week to pick up the event wins tickets,
No problem.
vouchers.
Okay.
Hope I run into you then.
All right. I'll see you. All right.
All right. Thanks, Jim.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right, folks. That is kind of cool. That's exactly how we do it here. And we were asking people to try that experiment, in other words, and it worked. So I'm quite proud of myself. What's that? Oh, come on over, Denise. We're doing the prize wheel every half hour. So did everybody get the number from the first half hour? So we're doing this 4 times in the show. 4 times we're spinning the prize wheel because you got to write this number down. So Denise is going to spin it vigorously. Are you ready, Denise? Write this number down, everybody. What number? Number 6. So we've had, I can't say the first number, but anyway, the second number was 6. All right. So there was a number between 7 and 7:30. You've already got that number. This number is between 7:30 and 8, and it's 6. So you add those 2 numbers together, okay? Because the key is about 8:50 this morning. We're going to take 1 phone call as quick as we can. The first person to get through on the telephone is going to have to tell me what those 4 numbers add up to, okay? And then you're a winner of a $50 shopping spree, okay? It's quite complicated. We do it that way on purpose, all right? We're trying to line up with other things in your life that are complicated. Blue Hen Fuel, good sponsor of the show. Got a crazy offer for you. This ended the end of January, and he said he had such a response to it that we're going to do it again in February. It's a silly little offer. Blue Hen Fuel is a local company, been in business over 40 years. They're in Lincoln. And you say, well, what does Blue Hen Fuel sell? Here's what they sell. They sell propane. They sell gasoline, meaning like they would come to your, like say you are a business or a farm. I got a 1,000-gallon gas tank, okay? So in other words, they sell me the gasoline to put in the tank, and then I use it to put in my equipment, vehicles, and things like that. I get a little bit cheaper than if I bought it at a gas station, and it's also very convenient. Also, we have a diesel tank, so, they bring us diesel fuel. But they sell propane for your home or for your trailer or whatever you may need propane for. Gasoline, as I mentioned. Heating fuel. If you got a house that has a furnace in it, they offer heating fuel. They sell kerosene and, of course, diesel fuel. So they sell all of this stuff. I found them to have the best price around, and I'm pretty much kind of a very price-conscious consumer. So anyway, if you need any of that, whether it's for your business, maybe you're a farmer, maybe you're in the construction field, or maybe you just got a gas tank at home and you need gasoline, whatever you may need, you give Blue Hen Fuel a call. They are locally owned and operated. They are big enough to serve you, but they are small enough to know you. And people say, what does that mean? Well, here's how you can tell if they know you. When you call them, they ask your name, or you call them and they ask your account number, okay? So the big companies, they don't want to know your name. They don't even care who you are. They just want your account number. Smaller companies, they want to know your name. That's why I like these owner-operated smaller businesses, because they care. So big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Propane, gas, heating fuel, kerosene, diesel fuel. But here's their special. And it's not a big special, but it's a good special, okay? If you have a gas grill, okay? Now, I'm not talking about like a gasoline grill. I'm talking about a propane gas grill. You got the little tank, and, you need it refueled or whatever. For $6, they will fill up your propane tank for your gas grill for $6. We did it last month. I said, how'd it work? He said, we had people respond to it. I'm like, in January? He said, yep, absolutely. So all you got to do is you take your tank to Blue Hen Fuel in Lincoln. I think it's called a 20-pound tank. And for $6, they'll fill it up for you. And that way your gas grill will be all ready to go when you're ready to go. So that's only good for the month of February of 2022. So Blue Hen Fuel, like their Facebook page, Blue Hen Fuel on Facebook. Give them a call on the phone. It's 302-424-4328. 424-4328. Okay, bluehenfuel.com, and like I say, like their Facebook page. So we're sitting here, we're having a good time. We've had George on, and I think we're going to get Mike Mercer on after a while, and we got Bob Backman going to join us after 8:30. What was that, Denise? No, I would rather do that after 8, but that's a great question. Okay, good question, young lady. All right, you always have to edify people's questions. That was a great question, Denise. So anyway, what else is going on? Well, you know what? No, let it go. So, all right. So let's talk about Wilson's Auction. Holy mackerel. Wilson's Auction, he's a sponsor. Do you know what he just won? Dave Wilson just won an award. It's called the Jefferson Award, and it's a big deal. So congratulations to Dave Wilson for winning that, okay? Also, Dave Wilson owns and operates Wilson's Auction in Lincoln. They've been sponsoring the show for years. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about them, all right? He's also my state senator, and I appreciate his help with that. Dave's just a good guy in the community, just a good all-around guy. But Wilson's Auction has got 2 weeks of merchandise that they've got to sell today. So today, starting at 10 o'clock this morning at Wilson's in Lincoln, they're having a huge sale. They didn't have one last week because of the snow, so they got a lot of stuff they got to get rid of. So they got stuff inside. They got stuff outside. They've got all kinds of things. People say, well, how can I see what they have? Go to wilsonsauction.com, and you can see some of the different merchandise that they have because there's pictures of it. There's antiques, there is glassware, there is coins, there is jewelry, there's appliances, there's construction equipment, and so on. Then on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock, they have an auto auction. So Saturdays, it starts at 10 in the morning, goes all day and into the night, and then Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock, they have an auto auction. You can buy or sell a vehicle, or you can do both. So anyway, it's wilsonsauction.com. Like them on Facebook. They're always posting stuff there. Give them a call on the phone if you have any questions. 302-422-3454. 422-3454. Dial it in that order. Wilson's Auction, okay? Now, what else is going on? Jerry Santoro, I was talking to him recently. He's got lots of firewood, seasoned hardwood firewood. So he has also sponsored the show for years, and I'll just tell you a few of the things he has. He has firewood, okay? First of all, you can pick it up from him in Greenwood, or he can deliver it to you. Another thing, when it comes time for needing mulch, or if you want to get it now and have it ready, he's got the absolute best bang on the mulch market. I think it's like $15 a yard for mulch. Again, you can have it delivered or you can pick it up. Then he does lot clearing. Maybe you've got a lot that you need cleared, or you've got some trees. A lot of people got this problem. We actually had a tree blow over recently. You know, they got a tree that's blown over and they just want to get it cut up, trimmed up, cleaned up, and dealt with. They want the stump either ground up or dug up, whatever you may need done there. He does all kinds of things, but he does lot clearing. He does landscaping. If you're planning who's going to do your grass cutting or your landscaping this year and you need some help with that, he does pavers. He puts in irrigation systems. He does a lot of stuff, licensed and insured. His estimates are free. His phone number is 302-363-6025, 363-6025. JLC-LLC.com on the web. Okay? Now, what is next? We're sitting inside Laurel Junction. People say, where is Laurel Junction? It's in Laurel. And there are tables out here with people selling stuff today. So every Saturday and Sunday, you can come here and find yourself a bargain. There is all kinds of stuff out there, different people, different things, selling stuff, okay? So anyway, I just want to let you know, if you ever want to sell stuff, a table is only $20 for a day. And you actually get the use of 4 tables for $20, okay? It's that simple. So anyway, if you want to deal here, if you maybe want to open a store here, you want to know if they have any year-round spots, inside spots available, just give Diane a call. Her number's 302-841-5864. 302-841-5864. Give Diane a call, and while you're here, get some food from Chef Fred's Cafe. Mike, are you ready? Okay, we're ready. We need you to go. Huh? I want you to go live, remote. Go to Facebook Messenger. I'm going to walk him through it. Facebook Messenger. Yes, you are. I just learned how to do this. You go to Facebook Messenger. You're going to run out of time here, Mike. Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger. Look up James J. Weller Jr. and then video call me, and then go find us something interesting to look at. So, no, you got it. James J. Weller Jr. It's been a year since you accepted my friend request. No, I asked him to be my friend a year ago, and just last Saturday he agreed to it. We had to negotiate the terms of being friends with me. So anyway, we're going to see Mike Mercer. He's over here now. It looks like he's cut his thumb. He's got it all bandaged up. He's having a terrible time. He went out and bought these high-dollar earbuds. Look at him. He looks like Rocket Man over there. So this is Mike Mercer going to join us live through Facebook Messenger. He's so proud of himself. He's got this figured out. He's all thumbs here today. So get Diane on there. That's who we need. Here we go. We're going to accept Mike Mercer. We're going to bring him on the show. This is something new we're going to do. So if you own a business and you want to advertise on this show, or you got something you want to show us or sell to somebody, we're going to be able to bring you right on the show just like this. Please allow the camera and microphone access. I just keep having one problem after another. Hold on. What? Shouldn't have done that? What should I have done? I don't know what to do. Tell him to hang up and call back. We're going to get it here sooner or later. Colin, I really want to learn how to do this. All right.
Well, you're really making it hard on us. Teach you.
Okay. I missed a video call.
All right.
So call him back.
You're calling him back.
I'm calling Mike. Now.
Okay.
We'll see what happens here, everybody. Oh, this is like this is tough on these guys. It's like a litmus test.
Right.
Now what?
See that little camera up there?
Yep. Right
Up
there.
It's good.
It's good?
Yep.
So I do this and make it bigger?
Well, click that other one if you want. Even. Yep.
Okay. Look, he's smiling. He's happy now. He's like, I really got through to Jim Weller. People have tried to get through to me for years.
I'm here.
You're in, man. You're in. All right, show us the cabin. Show us the cabin. Show us the, go to your checkbook. Show us the checkbook balance first.
That won't take long.
Okay.
Some filler time.
All right. Hey, isn't it? Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was going to walk back here to one of our vendors that's here every week that braves the cold and the snow and say good morning to him. But go ahead. I can certainly answer your questions.
Well, I just want to see how much we can do in 2 or 3 minutes. We've already been a minute, so I'm trying to see how much we can accomplish.
Okay, real quick, I just want to introduce everybody to one of our vendors here, the jewelry man here that is here every week here inside. If you ever need a watch battery or a watch band, jewelry, you can see here. Am I holding this the right way, Jim?
You need to make the camera go the other way. Do you know how to do it? Look at your screen and push the button where the camera is, and it should turn the camera around. Now I don't know what you did.
Now I turn the camera off.
Okay, folks.
Live television.
Yeah. All right, you got it.
Now,
all right.
John's here. I'll do it that way.
All right, John's there. I see John.
Yeah, John's here. He's got all kinds of rings and watch bands and batteries. He'll change them right here while you're on site. Every weekend, regardless of the elements.
All right, now these are like 12-volt car batteries he puts in these watches?
Yeah, on the higher end watches, yeah, he usually uses car batteries. Yeah, on all the higher end watches, that's what you would need for your watch.
Right. All right, Mike.
That's what you would need.
What? The car battery for my watch. All right. Well, show us something else. Where's those exotic, real expensive rugs?
Exotic, real expensive rugs.
Or were they towels? Something that used to hang up back there. Were they rugs?
Yeah. He's not. He'll be here this morning. He just hasn't got here yet. You're a
Okay.
little early. So,
I'm early. All right.
all right.
What else you going to show us?
That's it. I didn't know how long 2 minutes was. That's it.
Oh,
We
you're
might need a
past 2
rehearsal.
minutes.
We might need a dress rehearsal.
I'm dressed just fine. I always wear a T-shirt. All
I
right.
think we might need a rehearsal.
Well, Mike, I do need to ask you, how is it working with the earbuds?
Much better.
Much better. Now, these are the Apple ones, it looks like.
Yes.
You're a high dollar
Hey, I
Apple
knew-
guy.
I knew I was going to be on Weller Does Delmarva. They had like an inexpensive brand, and then they had Top Shelf. Never consider anything but Top Shelf because I
Wow.
knew where I was going to be using them.
Show us that gumball machine behind you.
Sure.
Do you know how to operate it? Have you?
I do. I'd have to borrow 50 cents. Do you have 50 cents?
No, I've only got Bitcoin. Wow, look at the man. Look at the man behind you, his hairdo.
Yeah, there you go. This gentleman right here, I've known since diapers. This is Ford Hamilton, and you guys got a lot in common. You use the same barber.
Yep, same technique.
Same barber for you. Yeah, same barber.
All right.
Ford's here visiting this weekend.
Well, good morning to you.
He's one of Wahi's more famous graduates.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes,
All right.
yes.
He did not visit the principal's office as much as you.
Not near as much.
Not near as much. All right.
I did get him in trouble occasionally, but not often as I got in trouble.
All right.
A
A lot. Okay. All right. So we need to get him on for the life and times of Mike Mercer.
There you go.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you for now, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Good job. All right, folks, if you've ever worked with a difficult student, like a teacher or something like that, Colin has to put up with me and we have to put up with Mike. But that's just exactly how it goes. All right, Diane seemed to like that. I think she could get into doing this and going around and sewing. We're going to get Diane. We're going to surprise Diane sometime. We're going to show up at the bowling alley when she's bowling and go live for her, just for her. All right? So anyway, that's how we do it. So Mike is going to start going out and meeting some of the vendors and showing us things that's outside. And I want you to know, let's say you own a business. I want to get somebody with a business to buy some advertising, all right? And then we're going to bring you on, or maybe you are just a regular homeowner and you want to sell your home. We can help you sell your home right through this show, okay? How cool is this, in other words? And we want to get somebody with an airplane someday to go up and turn it on and fly around. We want them to fly over the building while we're broadcasting live. We got all kinds of things we want, all right? So anyway, just keep all that in mind. So we're just trying to make the show a little more spicy. And, in other words, it's not all about Vanderwins and Chick-fil-A gift cards here. It's about everything. So you're watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. I hope you are enjoying yourself, and we like ratings, okay? We would like you to maybe comment. If you're watching on Facebook, share the show and let people know about it. If you're watching on TV, take a picture of the TV and then put a Facebook post with a picture of the TV. That's TV Delmarva, Channel 14 over the air, or on your Roku device. Guada was supposed to buy a new TV yesterday, so we would like to hear from you, young lady. Did you and Brad get a new TV so you can watch this show? So people are trying to, watch the show, so they're buying Roku TVs so they can watch it on Roku. I talked about the building I have for rent. 12 months, same as cash. They're telling me people used it already yesterday. We're doing it for 2 days, so today is the last day of the 2 days. 12 months, same as cash on any new or used trailer today only at Weller's in Bridgeville. You got any questions, just give the store a call, 302-337-8228. Dial it in that order. 337-8228, Wellers.com on the web. Our next guest after 8 o'clock, we're going to talk to Colin Walls, first of all. Then we're going to talk to Greg Fuller. And people have asked me, is it the Greg Fuller? It is the Greg Fuller. Some people call him Sir Greg Fuller. I call him Greg Fuller. He's a good man. I like him, think the world of him, and we're going to chit-chat with him. He's running for office, and we're going to tell you why he is the best one to consider. So anyway, good friend. Known him for a long time, and he actually styles his hair a little bit like I do, too. So anyway, we have a lot of things in common. So, Greg Fuller. Then at 8:30-ish, we're going to get Cool Bobby B. Bob Backman is going to join us via telephone, okay? He is going to talk to us on the phone. A lot of people know Bob Backman and want to know how he's doing. So I hear the music. If you're listening on the radio, do me a favor right now. Just go to tvdelmarva.com or go to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, because we're going to chat with Colin Walls. Colin Walls.
That's right.
How you doing, Colin?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, we're talking about Walls Service Center. We're going to make it
Yes.
a theme this morning.
Okay, a
to
theme.
talk about Walls Service Center.
Are you very
So-
busy? Do you need some work? Or are you plenty busy? Or
Well,
you can squeeze them in? Or
Yeah,
how's it go?
we want work and we're
We want
keeping
work.
busy.
Okay, both things.
So yeah,
Get your car there.
We're ready to serve you.
Okay.
Yes. So
Oil changes.
Yeah, so this is just if you want to just start off with a basic service with us, you
Right.
don't want to come and have a timing belt put on or anything big like
Right.
that. Let us just do a regular service on your car. Let us change
change.
the oil change. And
Because it's not just an oil change with you guys.
It's definitely not just an oil change. You're going to get the nice sticker up top in your window
Yep.
and everything too. But you're going to get a lot more than that. You're going to get all these things checked. Cabin air filters. Some people haven't even heard of a cabin air filter.
Right,
They're like,
let
what do you
alone-
mean cabin air filter? So that filters the incoming air to your car. So what blows out of
very
the vent,
important.
it does filter it. Yes, exactly.
Especially with some of the airborne diseases and things like that. Just it's not a bad idea to
We're
have
not
your-
saying it'll filter any of those out.
Okay.
But it doesn't. It's not a
It-
virus filter.
Oh, it's not.
It's not a virus filter. No, but it.
I went overboard, everybody.
Yes, you
I
did.
was overrating it.
Yes.
But it's still just a darn good idea to have a good, clean cabin air filter.
Well,
in your cabin.
and the other thing is it should be checked because it actually can build up mold and mildew and things like
okay,
that, and then
okay.
that would be blowing out to you. So
We'll call that a
this-
no-no.
That is bad. So if you're
Okay.
having funny smells coming out of your vents,
Right.
it could be something to do with your cabin air filter. So
Okay.
yeah,
But
so
you
let us
check it anyway.
We
No
check
charge.
it.
It's just
Exactly.
something you check.
We're checking that. We're checking your regular air filter, your engine air filter
Okay.
that filters the air coming into your engine.
You literally look at it.
Oh yeah, we pull it out and look at it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. And
good.
some cars, it is a little bit of a
Yeah.
bit of a chore to get them out of.
Yep.
And the cabin air filters can be even worse. But we are looking at them. We're making sure we're looking at them and making sure that they're
And you check the brakes.
we're checking the brake, and we're not just shining the light in there saying, yeah, they look all right.
You measure it.
We're actually measuring. We're getting there. We're going to tell you how many millimeters it is. So if you look right here, kind of hard to see, but it's going to tell you where's the brakes, Colin? Oh, here we go. Here's the brakes right here. So we're measuring the brake linings on your car.
Right.
And so we've got a green, a yellow, and a red. Most people understand green, yellow, red. But it actually gives you the measurements, and we write the measurements in there as well. So if it's 3 millimeters or less, you need brakes now.
Right. But you don't do any work that somebody doesn't approve.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
All you're doing is trying to say, you took the time to let us look at your vehicle.
Yep.
We want to tell you what kind of shape your vehicle's in.
Right, because, brakes can be fairly expensive in certain
Yeah.
situations. Some of them are
And-
cheaper than others. And if you want to budget for it,
Right. But-
you want to know in advance,
Right.
not when they're grinding and you have to have it today and you've got to come up with all the money at once.
Right.
So
Or
this is
you
the best way to do
have
it.
have a problem.
Well, yeah, and,
know.
and with checking this, we can actually detect other problems too. So if you have 8 millimeters, say the brakes are practically new on the
Right.
right front, and the left front you've got 2 millimeters on it.
Something's
well, that
grabbing.
means you're probably your right front caliper is not working properly, and your left front brake is doing all the braking up there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it indicates we need to look further into it than just putting pads and rotors on it.
Right.
There's probably a caliper problem or a slide or something like that within it. But those are the things that we're doing, and we can give you good information on this. We're going to give you a copy of this when you leave, too. We're also going to give you free roadside assistance for 1 year after that. So, if you have your oil changed once a year, you're covered with roadside assistance.
year.
Think of it as like AAA. It would
Yeah.
be similar to that. This is Acdelco Roadside Assistance Program. It's administered by Allstate Insurance
Yep.
Company. So a couple big names you might have heard of before,
Yep.
Acdelco and Allstate. So this is all, absolutely free. Comes with
An oil change.
an oil change, yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, we appreciate it. How do people reach you?
give us a call, 302-422-8110, 422-8110, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 o'clock. If you want to drop your vehicle off over the weekend, if you're having a problem, just drop your keys through the mail slot on the front door, put a little note on it, say, hey, give me a call, or, you can put, what's going on with your vehicle on that note as well. So,
All right.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
All right. One thing he didn't mention is they check the battery. they have a little device. They hook to it and they check the strength of your battery, because there's nothing worse than getting up in the morning and it's freezing cold and your battery's dead. So they check that and give you an advance warning if they can. I just want to say thanks a lot to everybody that's watched the show. We've done a couple of those, Facebook Messenger things. They're kind of new for me, but it really opens the door for a whole new group of people that want to join the show. If you want to be on the show and you can't make it, or you're from a long way away, or if you own something and you want me to help you sell it, I am open-minded to that. We could show a house. We could go room to room. Maybe you've got a boat or something like that. Maybe you've got something for rent, like a building or a house. Maybe I don't know what. Maybe you provide lawn care and you want to show us an example of some work you've done or something like that. So it's pretty much endless what we could do by bringing you on the show. So if you ever want to join us, we love it when you're here, but we also want to get you on the screen, So we're prepping to come back on the radio. Our radio audience doesn't get to see all the things that we're showing them, but they always have the option to watch the show later. So Jim Weller here, and I never stop talking, and I'm coming back to my radio audience. We're going to have Greg Fuller on in just a couple minutes, and we're going to chit-chat with him. They tell me Weller's is open and busy already. So I want to say thank you to Chick-fil-A, another good supporter, sponsor of the show. We give away Chick-fil-A gift cards all the time. We'll probably do that a little bit later on. I do a lot of that on Facebook too. So if you're not friends with me on Facebook, just keep an eye on me on Facebook. We don't even have to be friends. But Chick-fil-A will deliver. They've got locations all over the place. The food is always great. I got the other day I got a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and then I got an 8-count nugget. I love them waffle fries. I got a sweet tea and a Dr. Pepper. It was unbelievable. So I got a little bit of everything. Their milkshakes are great. So Chick-fil-A, if you haven't dealt with them, check them out. It's a great place to get a good meal, and they get it quick. It's hot, and it's a great place to deal. I don't even know how they do it so consistently. You could go to another place in the same neighborhood and not get the same level of service. But it's called Chick-fil-A. Check them out and tell them I sent you. And they do deliver. Some of them deliver themselves, and some of them deliver through like DoorDash. Are you ready for a picture? All right, here we go. It's picture time. 1, 2. There we go. So next is Greg Fuller. How you doing today, Greg?
I'm good, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing real good. So
All right.
exciting times. You're running. The weather's not too bad. Life is good.
Yeah, thank God.
You just come back from a vacation.
Yeah, 2 weeks on the road,
Yeah,
Texas.
got to see some friends.
Yeah, got to see good friends and old Army buddies and everything out in Fort Hood area in Texas, and it was in Beaumont and Memphis
Really?
and Nashville. It was
Wow.
a great tour. That was actually a dedication to my wife Esther's retirement.
Okay.
So we did a road trip for her
That
to
was
celebrate
very
her
nice.
retiring 30 years from the state.
30 years. Wow.
Yes.
You retired from the state, or no?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Okay.
I've been retired almost 5 years now.
Really? And so this is where you're saying, I've always kind of been in public service, kind of want to get involved in the political scene, want to make a difference, want to help out. So you're running for Register of Wills.
Yes, I am. And,
Okay.
and we talked about this before, Jimmy, and it doesn't change. Service, I believe, starts in the house of the Lord.
Right.
So once we first learn how to master that, and be able to submit to Him, then we're qualified to go out and put our hands
Do it.
to the plow within the communities that
Right.
we, live and dwell. But one thing that I believe is that service has to always be geared toward putting the people's needs above your own needs.
Yes.
And when I say that, I mean, it's just like our Lord and Savior did. He put our needs before His.
Even before we knew we needed them.
Before we knew we needed it,
Right.
He stayed on that cross. And I apologize, I'm so overdressed today, but
I was going to apologize for being underdressed.
no,
Underdressed.
but we're actually going to celebrate the life of my dear pastor's mother.
Really?
And I'll be ministering up
How
there
old
as a
was
song.
she?
Mom was 89,
89.
and she was a Christmas baby too.
Really?
Yep. Born
Wow.
on Christmas Day, so she had a full life, and we know where she's at, and I'm sure she's
And her
not
son
looking.
is a pastor.
Is my pastor.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
What a legacy.
Yes, I'll tell you, he's a
You
powerful
know.
man of God. You've seen him.
Yeah.
And you've heard him speak, and I mean, he's a master teacher, and just an awesome man of God.
And he obviously can tolerate pretty much anybody because he allows you
He
to
allows
come
you.
every week.
That's
I'm
right.
messing with you there.
You tolerate me. If you can
Right.
put up with me, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm really one of those people that's on point, military type structure. And but what he tells me all the time, he says, Elder Fuller, that's what we need.
Right.
We need that because you bring a structure and a consistency.
Right.
And so it's a good thing.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize it. In other words, when people are Christians, it doesn't mean they're perfect. It doesn't mean they are infallible. It just means that they desire to live a Christ-centered life.
Yes, sir.
They want to stay on bubble. You've ever used a level, you want to stay on bubble. In other
That's
words,
it.
and sometimes you get one way or the other, but as long as you know where the center point is, you know, you can
good,
get
Jimmy.
back on center.
That's
So, in
right,
other
because
words-
that's
right. But it
See,
doesn't mean we won't ever get off center. You know,
we don't get off center. And
We
I
just know
always-
where center is.
That's correct, and that's what I always tell folks. You may drift to the left, you may drift to the right, you may drift backward or forward, but always come back to the center, Jesus Christ. He's
Right.
the center and the circumference of our lives.
Right. Yep. So I notice your wife is just very supportive of you running for a political office. I think when people are going to run for office, it is important to say, how does your family feel? How does your spouse feel? In other words, you know, because you don't want a house divided. You want everybody to be united, you know, in other words. And it's kind of encouraging to see her with you. She's retired now. I think she's probably enjoying that. And
Yeah, she's enjoying it. She
well,
sure
good.
is. Look at
And
her over
so-
there smiling.
yeah, well, that's the bacon. That's the bacon and the eggs.
She sure smiles
So,
a lot now.
But anyway, that's good. And so when is this election?
The election is September the 13th.
Okay.
So-
And so somebody says, I never even heard of Greg Fuller. I never met you. How available are you? Like, how could somebody chit chat with you or get to know you? What could they do?
They can go to my website at www.gregfullersenior.com. That's www.gregfullersr.com.
All right.
And they can learn all about me. There's also a link where you can shoot me an email. And when people send me an email, I respond to the email. The phone number is also on the page,
Okay.
so they can call. I'm available. That's how I was in the past. I've always made myself available. My phone number really doesn't change. I'm like an old person. I still got my house
Right.
phone, one on the wall in the kitchen.
With a cord?
Yeah, I still got a cord
Wow.
phone. I tell you what, Jimmy, when the power goes out, which is not often with
That
Delaware
phone's-
Co-op,
right.
But that phone still works. But them other ones, the
Right.
hand frees, they don't
They
work.
won't, right.
When the electric goes out,
Right. So
So-
you got it covered all the way
I
around.
got it covered. I picked that kitchen phone up, and I
And you
can
know.
call over there and ask them what's going on with the power.
Right. So anyway, and what if somebody had like a homeowners association or their church group, anybody just said, we want to get to know you a little bit. Maybe they have never met you. Maybe they've never heard of you. Will you go speak to a group?
I'll be speaking to, if a group calls me and contacts me, I will come and speak to them and answer their questions to the best of my abilities, what inquiries they may have. In the past, when I was registered wills years ago, I went out and did those, helpful
yep,
tips.
yep,
And so I was
okay.
going to all the civic organizations and
Okay.
also all the senior centers, which was really critical to me.
Right.
All the folks that are in those senior
How long
centers.
ago was it you were registered of wills?
Oh, it's over
4 or
it's
5
about
years?
a decade.
10 years?
Yeah, it's been 10
Wow.
11. This is
Okay.
going on 12 years.
Okay. Wow. So, but at least
12 years.
you have the inner workings. You already have a knowledge of it, so
Oh,
you could
yeah. Still have a
pretty much
knowledge.
hit the
I still, as they would say, I have a working knowledge of
Right.
of the office. Things have probably changed, but as far as the role, as I saw it, as when I was registered wills, was to be the face out in the community and to be out there explaining people what they needed to know about it before they had, so that
Right.
they could navigate the office, not
Right.
come in there, because when you lose a loved one, it's one of the most trying times of our life.
Sure.
And so it's a lot of anxiety, you're worked up, and so you don't want to come in there and be confused with a bunch of paperwork and things that you have to do. When I, as registered wills, will be able to go out, give you that information, tell you, answer your questions before that time may come, unfortunately, that you have to navigate.
You would be
that particular thing.
proactive.
That's correct.
Right. Nobody wants to talk about death, but it is something that is there. We should be talking about death, honestly.
It's
So
inevitable.
It's inevitable. Right.
On it, all of us must make that journey.
Yep. Because it's like this life is short. It's the next one that lasts forever.
Eternity.
Eternity. Yep. All right.
That's so true. That's so true.
Well, I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to say? Or
Well,
anything
just
like
want
that?
to put a quick plug in. You know, I sit on the board at the Home of the Brave.
Oh, yes.
And,
Tell us about
and
that.
we're actually preparing for our gala. It'll be a first-time gala. It's going to be a gala coming up in the fall.
Okay.
So I asked those in the community. Sussex County has been tremendously good at supporting the Home of the Brave, and we're so grateful for all of your support. But we will be having that gala, and of course, it's to fund money to take care
Right.
of our veterans
Yep.
who fought for this country.
Yep.
And I believe that we owe
Need to get
each of
behind
them
it.
a debt. We owe
Okay.
them.
Yep,
So
I agree.
just keep it. It'll be more to come, specifically where that event will be, but
Okay.
just putting the plug, our
Out
gala
there.
for the Home of the Brave in the fall.
It's coming.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you.
Thank
Have a
you,
good weekend.
Jimmy.
Take care. See ya.
Take care now.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, Denise, I just realized we need to spin the wheel again. Is the breakfast good? Good. All right. Chris is shaking his head. Is good over there? All right. All right. Thumbs up from Steve, Frank. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to do the prize wheel one more time after this. So we're going to do it this time. So here's the deal, everybody. We spun it once at 7 o'clock-ish. Between 7 and 7:30, we spun it once. Then 7:30 to 8, we spun it twice. So you got to have those two numbers. It's really important. Now, this is going to be the third number. The third number. Are you ready, Denise? All right, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Really spin it. You got to write this number down, everybody. What is it? 10. We're all over the place with these numbers. So now we've got 3 numbers, all right? So you got to add all those numbers up. So you got to be good with math. We're going to spin it one more time right after 8:30. And then at 8:50, we're going to take phone calls. So the first person to get through that can tell me what all 4 numbers add up to, okay? Got to get through on the telephone. And write the number down, too. It's 422-7336. So we're going to spin the wheel one more time. We're going to add all 4 numbers together, and the first person to call me and tell me what that number is correctly is going to win a $50 shopping spree at Weller's in Bridgeville. And there's a lot of stuff you can get. I mean, you could literally get 50 items in that store for your $50 shopping spree, all right? So let's brag on one more of our good friends and supporters of the show, which is Dr. T, Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Denise, would you like to brag on them, or would you rather not be involved in that? She is saying, not right now. No soup for me. All right. So anyway, Dr. T, Dr. Bud, I love dealing with these guys, and I love promoting them, and I love talking about them. People say, how in the world can you be excited about a chiropractor? Well, he's not just a chiropractor. He's also my friend. Dr. Bud and Dr. T are both friends of mine. They're very knowledgeable at what they do. They do chiropractic care, and they do it well, okay? And it's like a wellness center. So when you literally call on the phone, and no matter whether you talk to Tiffany or whoever you talk to, they are so accommodating. In other words, they're like, what do you got going on? What schedule works for you? They have some evenings, days where they work a little bit later. And so they're just so accommodating. And if you have insurance, they'll tell you what insurances they take and things like that, or you can cash pay, whatever. But everybody's nervous when they go to a chiropractor. They're just not comfortable. And now Denise, she's gotten so comfortable over the years that she wants to go twice a month sometimes. So anyway, I'm just letting you know, chiropractic adjustments are just good for you. They just make you feel better. They make your blood flow better. They're just better for you. So whether you got problems with your shoulder, your knee, your elbow, your wrist, or anything, start with Dr. T, Dr. Bud. Give them a call. They'll tell you right straight up, if chiropractic care is something that can make a difference for you or not. So anyway, I want you to know I like them. They're good people. Give them a call. 302-629-4344. Dial it in that order. Now, that was 629-4344. PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. Now, let me jump right to something that's on everybody's mind, and that is paying your taxes, okay? Or getting some tax money back. And so who am I getting ready to tell you about? Luff and Associates. They have been another good sponsor of the show. They've been my accountant now for a long time, 25, 30 years, somewhere in there, okay? So George Luff owns it. His son Tyler is now involved with him, and he has got a whole team of people. They actually have 3 locations. You can deal with them in Rehoboth or Dover or Milford, all right? And I'm going to give you a phone number in a minute. But if you're out there, you don't have to be a business to deal with them. They do personal tax returns. They help people, settle their estates and things like that. They do, businesses, and they can answer any kind of tax-related question you have. But I find them to be just great to deal with. I usually have at least one question a week all the time about tax-related things or purchases or ideas that I have. So I like dealing with them. They also do our payroll. They have a thing called Easy Payroll. We've been doing that with them for years. So if you're looking for somebody that's local, friendly, knowledgeable, returns phone calls, I like dealing with them. So I don't know how else to say it. They're not some big corporation that doesn't care about their customers. They care. They, they're invested in our community. George has children and grandchildren, and it's a good little business. So anyway, it's called Luff and Associates. Phone number's 302-422-9699. That's 422-9699. Dial it in that order, and also you can look them up on the web at Luff, and that's LUFFCPAs.com. All right. So we're going to have Bob Backman on after 8:30. Okay. I got a couple other people that I want to brag on just a little bit. We've given away some things, and we're going to be giving away a $50 shopping spree here in just a little bit on the Weller Does Delmarva show. What you have to do is, so if you missed the first and second spin of the wheel, you need to go on Facebook and go backwards, push the show back, and see if you can watch it when we spun the wheel between 7 and 7:30, and then between 7:30 and 8, and then we just spun it again recently. You need those numbers, what number it landed on. You're going to add up all 4 numbers, and then we're going to open the phone lines up at 422-7336, about 7:50. We're going to do that. 8:50, 8:50, 8:50, we're going to do that. All right? We're going to open up the phone lines, and then you can call, and if you are the first person to get through and guess, give me that number. It ain't a guess. You got to know what those 4 numbers add up to. All right? And then that is, somebody's already guessing in the back. I heard her say 34. In other words, so I'm just saying, people are already jumping on trying to guess this number. So I'm just letting you know that, if you want to win a $50 shopping spree, it's no big deal. If nobody wins it, I'm happy. If somebody wins it, they're happy. So we're going to do that at about 8:50. But you got to know the 4 numbers that the wheel has landed on, okay? Did I already talk about George Luff? I feel like I have, okay? All right. Everybody's telling me yes, yes, and yes again. So what's going to be cool is when Linda has to take the picture of me and Bob Backman. That is going to be challenging to see how she does that. Bob does not know I have created a cutout of him, and we're going to put it here next to me. But since it's been here, people have drawn mustaches on it and all kinds of things. I'm just kidding, Bob. We didn't even have the thing made. But he got nervous already, see? He thought we had a cutout of him. So I just want to let you know Bob Backman is going to be joining me over the telephone, and we're going to talk about DooWop Radio and what it's like to be as talented as Bob Backman is, because I don't know what it's like. So we're going to have fun with him. Integrity Pest Solutions, this is Keith Ruark. People say, man, you like that guy. I like Keith Ruark. Let me publicly say I liked my pest control guy, all right? And Keith Ruark has been involved with the show now for years. But more importantly, he's been my pest control guy. So you say, well, what kind of pests do you have? Well, I, once in a while, have some stink bugs at our studio. He got rid of those. Denise had some ants one time that was getting on her nerves, and he was able to deal with them. He also just does, like we do the yearly treatment where he comes. I haven't seen a mouse in a long time. In other words, I don't even know where all the mice went. But anyway, so we don't seem to have the mice that we used to before Keith came along. No crickets. Right, so I like that. We have some rental houses that he goes and deals with things. And we've been very happy with the service he gives. So if you're listening and you're watching and you say, you know what, I've had some of them little varmints and I want to get rid of them, Keith Ruark will come out and do a free evaluation, okay? So if you have any questions, I'm going to give you his number. And when you call, you're going to get Keith or his voicemail. He'll call you back. When he comes out to do the evaluation, it's going to be Keith. And when he does the work, it's going to be Keith. And what I like about all that is it's consistent. So when he comes out one time or the next time or the next time, you're always going to get Keith. So you say, what's the phone number? I just want to call the guy. It's 302-858-8629. That's 302-858-8629. You could call him right now. I don't know if he's there answering the phone or you just leave a message, but he'll help you out. He'll take good care of you. Been doing this over 15 years. Of course, he's licensed, he's insured, he's honest, he's fair. I like dealing with him. You could deal with him one time or you can get the yearly treatment. I got many properties with him. All right, I told you about Bob Backman going to be joining me. I've got a whole list of questions here. I've been trying to figure out where Bob graduated from high school. I want to get some of his high school teachers on, just to say, what kind of student was Bob Backman? Okay? Bob is like me. I think he started working young, been very busy, been very successful, and we appreciate him. You know somebody else that we like talking about? It's a friend of ours. His name's Kevin Short. And Kevin Short owns and operates Mid-South Audio. They've been a sponsor of the show for years, and it's just kind of really cool. So if you need anything that Mid-South Audio offers, they have an electronic superstore. They have everything. So even, you know, like for bands and musicians and things like that, but for businesses, maybe you need, you know, you're doing Zoom meetings, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you are, you know, doing it as your business is, he can help you with whatever you may need with that. He's got this little thing that will light you up a little bit better, and that has a speaker built into it, and he's got all kinds of stuff. And it's a store where you can walk in, and the people that work there, they know things. Okay, so it's not like they could say, yes, it's a brown box with red writing. No. They know about the product, okay? So, you know, you buy stuff online, and it always looks bigger in the picture than when you get it home. And Kevin is just as competitive as online. If you're visiting from out of state, not going to pay any sales tax. And it's midsoutaudio.com on the web. You can learn a lot about them right there, or stop and visit their store. It is open 6 days a week in Milton. It's right next to the post office, and it's Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday from 10 to 2. midsoutaudio.com on the web, and like them on Facebook, and call them on the phone, 302-856-6993. All right? If you ever want to be on this show, we are a little booked up. I think we're into April right now. But if you would ever like to be on this show, let me know, and we will figure out a way to get you on. And if you're a nonprofit, we let you on the first time. It's no charge. If you are a politician and running for something, we wouldn't mind having you on. First time would be no charge. So anyway, and if you're a business, we're probably going to want you to pay us for advertising. But you say, well, why be on your show? Well, my show is like no other show you're going to get. Nowhere, no way, no how. My audience is my audience, okay? We've been doing it for 9 years now. We're starting our 9th year of doing this show. I have a very faithful, loyal, responsive audience. You can go through my list of advertisers, call them up and say, do you get any results by being on Jim's show? Yep, that's why they've been on here for like 7 and 8 years, okay? So anyway, call them up. Call Rick Fowler. Call Dry Zone. You know, call Dr. T. Call them and say, do you get results from being on Jim Weller's show? Yes, they do. Okay, so I have a good audience, a loyal audience, a faithful audience. We're on once a week. It's a live show. We do it right here in Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. We've been here a year. It starts out, we're here for a month or two, and next thing you know, we're here for a year or two. So we're here, been here a year. So thank you, Laurel Junction. But if you would like to join me on the show, I would love to have you on the show. Just be aware, we are booking out, okay? So stay ahead of any ideas you have, or if you're a politician and you'd like me to interview you, don't wait till the last minute or anything like that. So, you know, if you have an emergency, then we might be able to work with you. But so we'd love to have you. So any questions, you ever want to be on the show, you want to know more about it, feel free to call me at 302-542-9157. If you want a package deal, if you want to buy ads on the show and get a package deal with a billboard, we can work you that out too. So anyway, we've got an electronic billboard in Ellendale for rent. A lot of exposure. It's right there. In other words, you know, can't miss it. It's there night and day. All right, with that said, they tell me Weller's is open. We are doing the 1 year same as cash today and today only. It's a good deal. I mean, if you're a contractor, you already get it. You might want the trailer now and you don't want to lay out any money right now. That's fine. You don't even have a payment for 3 months. So you're going to get the next 90 days. You got the product. You can put your motor vehicle fees in there. No money laid out for at least 90 days, okay? Pay it off in 1 year. You don't pay any interest. I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio. So switch over to TV Delmarva. and Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook. All right, we're going to chat with Colin Walls here a little bit. We're going to get Bob Backman on in a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be good to hear from Bob.
It will be. I got a couple other little things to
Yeah.
do, and it's been good. So let's talk about this roadside assistance. For
Okay,
just a minute.
first I want to say
Go ahead and say it.
today is
Today.
National Weather Person Day.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. So happy National Weather Person Day, Hunter. And I looked
Hunter.
all over the drugstores for a Happy Weather Person's Day card.
Couldn't find one.
I couldn't find one. So I
Okay.
think we've learned, that's something we could start a business. Weather Person Day
Cards.
memorabilia cards and things.
Right.
Yeah.
We would like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah, flowers. And
Flowers, gifts,
Right.
gift cards, jackets.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, and then
What?
talking about Wall Service Center, this roadside
Yes.
assistance. See this. This is a roadside assistance card. It's not for us.
Okay.
But I want to get some of these made up. I need to talk to you if you know anybody that makes
Okay.
these type of cards.
Okay.
You remember the guy that did our
Right.
What's it called? The
Yes. I know what you mean.
other discount cards.
Yes.
So I
Yep.
wonder if they can make something up like this. So we're thinking about making
how you
these
doing?
up that
Hi,
we will
how you
give
doing?
out to customers.
Okay.
And then it'll have. It's just easier than having the great big envelope and the other thing.
Right.
This you can put right in your wallet and could
Have
be,
it with you.
Exactly. Have it with you all times. Yes.
You really want it plastic or you just want a business card? I mean,
I think I want it plastic, so it holds
Okay.
up in your wallet.
Okay.
And feels like something.
something of substance.
Exactly. Yeah. Not
Something
just a
of
business
substance.
card. I thought about
Okay.
the business card, but I think I'm
So
going to
you
go
could
with this.
put all kinds of stuff about walls on the front, and then on the back you could put all about TB Delmarva.
Yeah,
Turn
well,
your
it's
antenna.
going to be Wall Service Center, and have like our phone number on it, but it's going to be also be Acdelco with their
I got that.
phone
Yep.
number on it, so you can just pull it out if you need a toast jump start or
Right.
anything like that.
Run out of gas, lock the
Exactly.
keys in the car, flat
Exactly.
tire.
You just pull this right out of your
Right.
wallet, and you'll have the number to call right there.
I
So-
just went over this with my
Yeah.
daughter. I have a daughter, just went to Florida, drove to Florida.
Okay.
I said, Kim, should have got an oil change.
You're not saying which daughter it was, right?
Right.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just
Okay.
saying it's Kim.
Right.
But anyway, I said, Kim, you should have got an oil change at Wall Service Center.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're getting ready to take a trip, and guess what you would have got by getting the oil change?
Yep.
Something to me that's more important than the oil change.
Well, equally as important anyway.
The roadside assistance program. I
Yeah.
was like, holy mackerel. And she's like, really? He does that? I said, doesn't everybody? And she says, no, I never heard of it. And it was just another example. But
Yep.
she lives in Blades. It's just a little difficult for her to get to Milford.
Yep.
So she's like, that was a good idea, Dad. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in other words, and that's what I try to tell people at Wall Service Center. Like, you can get an oil changed anywhere. There's places that claim
There's
they do
plenty
them
of places, yeah.
They can do them in minutes. In other words,
Right.
you like to take
Beware.
time. Yeah, beware. Right. Too fast to last. What?
Phone call.
Oh, phone call for real?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Phone call.
I did hear that.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. Hey,
What's going
Colin, I want that card that you just put back in your pocket. I want to be the first one to receive one of them.
You want card number 10001?
Yeah, but I don't want to get in line like them beach tags were this past week.
Yeah, there's only 17,000 of these available, Dennis. And we're gonna have it online. No,
Right.
this is we don't. This is not our card, but this gave me the idea
Right.
here
Okay,
for it.
well,
So yeah,
I want to thank
Yeah.
you both for the service that you offer to the community, businesses, as well as your broadcasting. You guys do a great job, and we appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Dennis. We really do appreciate your business and the other business you've sent to us. We recognize the business that you have sent to us as well. So thank you.
All right. God
All right.
bless you both.
See you,
All
Dennis. God
See ya.
bless you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, Dennis is a good guy.
Yeah,
he
a
does
good
like
customer.
dealing with Wall
very
Service
hard
Center.
to deal with. He's
Very difficult.
Oh, he's difficult.
Unbelievable. No, he's really good.
Yeah, if,
You know
if
what his
everybody
dad,
would be like
his
him.
dad says it's a shame he's so much like his mother. I'm like, thank God he's so much like his mother. In other words, and meaning not like his father. So anyway,
Yeah.
no, he has a little bit of both of them in him, but good man there. So
Yeah, he is. I agree. Yep.
all right,
Yep.
so that's that.
Yeah. So if any of our viewers out there make these kind of cards here,
Yes,
and this is it's
right. It's like a credit card type
it's
thing.
yeah, it's
Who
similar.
prints
It might
these?
be
Who
a,
makes them?
Yeah, it might be a little less firm,
Right,
than a credit
than a
card.
credit
Probably,
card.
yeah, but
Man, I got a credit card that's metal.
I do
And
too.
it really is
You-
metal.
Is
You
that
know,
that
I was-
Amazon one?
Yes,
I
I
have
tried
it
to
too.
run that through a shredder, and Jenny said, no, it says right in there with your new card, do not put it through a shredder. So I didn't. Took me forever to peel the
You got
stuff
to take it
off
to a machine shop to get rid of
Right,
it.
to get rid of it. So anyway, I got
Yeah.
it done. So what did you think of Mike Mercer's segment?
I thought it was good. We need to work with him a little bit on his camera skills. We'll
up the
work with him.
nose. You can.
Yeah, and
everybody shows us up their nose. when
right.
they
And
do this.
if we don't work with him, we'll have to take some Dramamine before we go, or at least one of those wristbands with the
right,
thing.
right. So,
Yeah, but I thought it was good. The content was good, and I like that. I like being able to
Yep.
go around and do
I think
those
it
things.
opens up the door for a lot of things for all of us.
Right.
So.
I mean, I'm thinking they can open a full-service gas island out here, and he can
yes,
pump gas. for people.
wash
Yeah.
their windshield.
Yeah.
He don't even have to pump gas. We ought to get him out there washing people's windshields.
Oh, my gosh.
Have them lined up. People
Do not,
wanting their windshield
Don't
washed.
say in a bikini or anything like
No,
that.
not that.
Okay, thank you.
Not that. Oh man, are we back on the radio yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
What's Lawrence doing back there?
He's working hard. He's playing all the
Okay.
commercials, making
I do
money for
need
the
to
radio
tell
station.
everybody you're going to have a guest host here in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Okay, Dan Gaffney is going to host this show for me. Denise and I are taking the day off. I think we're going to learn to skydive. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow. Well, Dan and I just had a big phone meeting about your contest you're running today, so there's big changes coming to your contest.
Oh gosh, am I doing something wrong?
FCC compliance
oh
meeting.
my gosh! All right.
You're pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caller, is there a
Yep.
caller? Caller, are you there? Hello.
I was just calling in for my segment.
Oh, Bob. Uh-oh.
Cool, Bobby
now
D.
what do I do? We're not on the radio yet, are we? Not yet. Can we hold him?
Sure.
Okay, Bob, just hold on. We're just going to mute you for a minute. Just hold
All right.
tight. Okay. All right. I acted too surprised. I forgot. All right. Everybody, Jim Weller here. We're in the final half hour. I got to do the prize wheel one more time. I'll do it right after Bob Backman. So you got to stay tuned. That'll be the fourth number. So you can add your numbers together. And then you got to be the first person to get through on the telephone. People say, why all the rules? Just like what Colin said, the FCC, we got to do it a certain way every time, okay? And we can't deviate from it. All the people that work for me are like, why can't they be involved in any contest? Because there must be some rule that says they can't. So anyway, all right, now we're going to go straight to the phone lines, and we're going to chit-chat with cool Bobby B, Bob Backman. Bob, good morning. Are you there?
I'm here. How you doing?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
You sound great.
Good. And you sound great. So how are you, young man?
We're doing fantastic. It's good.
Good.
It's good to be with you. Honored to be with you this morning.
Well, we're honored to have you, and we miss you. We miss seeing you in person.
Oh, same here.
Yeah. How long will it be before you're out of prison?
I think it's 15 more years.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. He's not in prison. He's not in prison. So tell us about this doo-wop thing. Do you sing or play music? Like, walk us through it.
I don't sing and I don't play music. Matter of fact,
Okay.
I can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Actually.
All right.
But the DooWop show, the DooWopStop, is a radio program. It started as a local radio program in 1992 in Cincinnati, Ohio, then became a nationally syndicated program. And then in the turn of the century, we went on satellite on XM radio, and then it merged with Sirius radio, so we've been on there 20 years now.
Wow. And you personally have done this for over 20 years.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a radio show that spotlights what we like to call the sound of vocal group harmony, which is the music of the 50s and 60s mostly, which was composed of groups rather than single artists.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
And
right.
this jockey in New York City by the name of Gus Gossard in the late 1960s coined the term doo-wop because a lot of the background sounds that you hear the group singing is doo-wop, 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 and that's how it came to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And how did you get involved in it?
I just loved the music. When I was a very young kid, I started, listening to the radio, and the songs that I gravitated towards was the music that had the groups. And in the 1960s, very early 60s, there was a revival of doo-wop music. So a lot of songs on the radio that were coming out as new records were sort of echoing the sound of the groups of the 50s. And that was the music that I liked, and I started collecting it. And over the years, people knew that I liked the music, and I had the records in my house. And eventually, one of the program directors at CBS, he asked if I wanted to do a radio show. It was going to be on a midnight Saturday night for 3 hours, and I said, yeah, I'll do it.
Wow.
And that's how it started.
So you literally did it live from midnight till 3 a.m.
That's right.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And do you have didn't you make a CD that you were selling at one time?
I didn't personally make one, but
Okay.
we've probably sold. I don't know. We don't do it anymore because most
Okay.
people have downloads now. But
Oh, that's
we
right.
probably sold, $100,000 worth of CDs over
Wow.
the years.
You see how outdated I am. I'm still thinking CDs and everybody's downloading music.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we still sell CDs. I mean, I don't personally sell these, but they were mostly compilations of the songs that people wanted to hear.
Okay. So what else do you do with your time? Do you golf?
No, actually, I'm one of the really, really great retirement people who've decided that I don't have to do anything.
And you're not.
And I won't.
Okay. Well, good. So, well, I'm happy for you. In other words, I don't know if you remember all the times we either went to breakfast or lunch or whatever. I always enjoyed your conversation, your company, and it was just, you blessed my life. It was just nice having you around.
I feel the same way. I mean, one thing I did learn about, though, was doing the radio show. I do 3 different versions of the show now. I do one for Sirius XM, one for syndicated, and one for non-commercial stations, NPR-type stations. And
Okay.
it used to take me about 3 hours a week to do all the shows, write them up, and record them and everything. But I've now found in retirement that I can stretch it out to 3 days, which is a lot better.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right. And do you cut grass or go scuba diving or any of those things?
Oh, no. That's too physical.
All right. You're just taking it easy.
My main hobby, other than doing that, is walking. I like to walk.
Oh, like to the refrigerator and to the couch and things like
Exactly,
that?
yeah.
Okay. That's what I do, too. I took
That's
up
great.
walking from the refrigerator to the TV room. So anyway.
But I do miss everybody down there. I miss you and, of course, everybody in the Delmarva area because I was so involved with everyone with the TV station, working with different charities and community events and stuff. And I do miss the opportunity to see everybody because we have such a great community down there where everybody, although they might not agree with everything that everybody says, they all learn how to work together, and it's a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Lower Delaware is a good group of people, no doubt.
Excellent. Just a really good group.
Well, you came here and you made a difference, so you left us better than you found us. How's that?
Well, that makes me feel very good. Thank you.
You really did. And so how's the wife doing?
She's doing great. I mean, we are doing fabulous. We do spend a lot more time, family-wise now. Mm-hmm. So that's, with the kids, grandkids, and all that. So that's a blessing.
How many grandkids you got?
7.
7 grandkids. When you were younger, did you ever think you'd have 7 grandkids?
When I was younger, I didn't think I'd live over 30, to be honest with you.
Now, if I remember right, haven't you always been like an entrepreneur even back when you were a child?
I mean, I started what they call now, I guess, a party disc jockey or mobile disc jockey service. I started doing that when I was 12, and I did that all the way through high school.
Wow. And I believe you said your dad was pretty supportive of you?
Well, I didn't have a driver's license. I mean, I had to get to these gigs, I had to load up all my stuff in my dad's trunk, and he had to drive me.
Okay. And then pick you up later.
That's right. He didn't stay. He didn't like the music.
Right.
It was too loud.
Right. Too loud. All them wild kids at 12 years old.
Yeah, right.
Wow. And parents say the same thing today. Isn't that something?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go unless you had something else.
No, I mean, I just wanted to say hi to everybody and just remind everybody how great it is, what a great opportunity we have down there to work together and do good things for people, and I miss it very much.
Well, we appreciate you. I want to say thank you, and be safe out there, my friend, okay?
You too. Thanks for having me on.
All right. See you, Bob. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye. All right. Cool Bobby B, Bob Backman. I'm going to do another commercial real quick, just a little segment, and I want Denise to get the prize wheel ready, if you would, please. And then we're going to need you to add up the numbers here in just a second, too, okay? So we're going to spin the prize wheel our 4th time in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, let's brag on Dawn Kennedy, okay? Now, Dawn Kennedy owns a business called I'll Be There Cleaning and Care. And you have heard me talk about her now for a few months, okay? And I actually have dealt with her on a couple projects and been very happy. So we appreciate her support of the show. And this is a sponsor segment, and she is looking for you to call her to clean your house. So she can help you clean your house one time. She can help you clean your house monthly. She can clean it weekly. She can clean offices. So like if you have an office and maybe you haven't cleaned them in a while, you need some help. She also cleans campers, travel trailers, Airbnbs, what's that other one? VRBO or something like that. VRBO. And I wrote it down. Vacation Rent by Owner. I didn't know what that one was. So anyway, but she does cleaning. So if you need any cleaning done, she's very attentive to detail, okay? I watched her work. I watched her work with her team. She's done some houses for me. They were rental houses that I had cleaned before it was time to occupy them. And she did a really good job. Cleaned the stove, the refrigerator, just everything, everywhere. And I was really happy. So with that said, I also found out recently that she offers a 15% discount to all first responders, seniors, and military, okay? So keep that in mind when you deal with her. So you can give her a call. And just talk to her about your needs. She goes anywhere from like Fenwick Island to Smyrna. She's licensed. She's insured. She's friendly. She's knowledgeable. And she'll help you any way that she can. So what is her number? It's 302-362-7064. That's 362-7064. And that's Dawn Kennedy. And it's I'll Be There Cleaning and Care. You can like her Facebook page and learn a lot about her there. She also is an herbalist, which means she's always putting tips about herbs and things like that on her Facebook page. All right, now that's that. It's time to spin the wheel for the very last time today. So hopefully you've been watching the show and we've spun it once, twice, 3 times. Here's number 4. I need to ask Denise, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Would you like to predict what number it's going to land on?
Let's try 3.
She's going to try to make it land on number 3.
Yeah.
Spin it hard. Here we go. 2. She was close. She was close, everybody. So that is the 4th number. So now, for the people that have been watching the show and listening to the show, we're going to turn on the phone line, okay? It's 422-7336. Well, you got to dial 302-422-7336. Now, you've got 4 numbers. We did one every half hour this morning. You have to be the first person to get through. You got to get through, and then you have got to have the correct number where it's all been added up. Is that right? So, caller, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, Jim.
All right. And who am I talking to?
Denny Carroll.
Denny, how's Denny doing?
Everything's okay here, I think. I miss seeing you guys, though, on Friday.
Oh, we miss seeing you. And have you watched the show this morning, all morning?
Sure have.
You got all 4 numbers?
Well, I hope I can add them right. I got them.
All right. What do you got for the numbers?
23.
What was it again?
23.
23. I don't know if that's right. Now, there's 5 was the first one, right? So,
that's right.
And the next one was 6, right?
That's right.
So
then
6
comes number
and
10.
5. So that's 11. What's 11 plus 10?
You're taxing my brain here.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just remember
right.
It's the legal drinking age. Okay? 21. Then we're going to add 2 to that. Is that how you came up with 23?
Son of a gun. That's the same thing I did.
Right. All right. Now, do you know where Weller's is? It's right next to Wheeler's in Bridgeville.
I know the place. I've been over there before. I got a nice generator from you before, too. Nice
Well,
big
good.
one.
Thank you. And so you're going to come over and you get $50 worth of merchandise for free. Is that okay?
Well, super duper. That'd be really nice. I'll have to get over there. Let's see. Not Monday.
Not Monday.
Tuesday,
We're closed.
I guess, huh?
We're closed Mondays. Yep. So my team will be there, and I'll tell them that you get your first. I mean, you can spend more. You don't have to stop at $50. Okay.
Okay. I couldn't believe that. Doggone it. Well,
yeah,
sure.
That's just
great.
an added bonus. Denny, you can spend more. So your first 50's on me, or you can just spend $50, and that's that. Is that okay?
Sure thing, Jimmy. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Take care, okay?
Okay, aloha.
Aloha. I'll see ya. Bye. What's that thing he does? All right. Wow. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Denny Carroll. Now, I have to give Denny Carroll really a lot of credit for something. I never heard of streaming things until I met him. He came to one of Dan Gaffney's shows at Jimmy's Grill, I believe, in Bridgeville, sat over off to the side with his phone, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm thinking that maybe this is the IRS or something like that. Anyway, he showed me that he was streaming it. What was that called back then? Restream or live stream or something like that. And it was the first time, and man, that was all I needed from there. Then I told Brooks about it and made Brooks get up early on Friday mornings and come down and stream Dan Gaffney's show. And then Colin got involved, and now he's took it to the next level, and we're on TV. And Colin said, that's not enough. I'm going to buy a TV station, you know, and so golly day, here we go. And now I'm looking for Colin's going to buy SpaceX and be launching all these satellites next. I don't know what's going to happen. So, and they're going to launch from Laurel, by golly. Laurel Junction. We're going to build a pad out here. We're going to start launching our own satellites so we can broadcast everywhere. So anyway, thank you, Denny, for all of that. That was a long story, but truthfully and honestly, I never heard of video streaming something till I met him. So I owe him a lot. He can have the last 2 donuts in this pack as my gift. So anyway, Denny Carroll. All right, what else is going on? Does Chris Carroll want to come talk for a minute? Yeah, Chris Callio. Chris, come on down, Ruth, Chris. Oh, he's saying no. He's saying no. He has not curled his hair yet this morning, so he doesn't want anybody to see it. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Now, we've already had Greg on. We can only take so much of Greg. Okay? All right. What about Frank over there? Frank? Oh, Frank's coming. Frank's coming, everybody. And you know what? Frank is overrated. Everybody thinks Frank's the greatest. Frank's overrated. Leah, just Frank. That's right. Right. This is going to be a treat for everybody, okay? Frank went to public school. He's one of the most intelligent friends he has. In other words. All right, we're going to take a picture first. This is for the new Lincoln Post Office. We won't be wanted until it's finished.
What, the old one? They took the old one down?
The picture?
Yeah.
No, they filled it. It's too full. The post office is full. Hey, how you been? How's your business been?
Business is booming.
Describe what you do.
I make things so they don't go boom.
Boom. All right. You work with propane.
I work
products.
with gas, natural gas, propane.
Like fireplaces.
Ranges, furnaces, anything gas I can work on.
Like a hanging heater in a garage.
Yep. Anything that, if it's propane, yep.
You can fool with it.
Propane and gas.
All right,
yep.
Propane and gas.
And a little bit of light plumbing.
Okay, light plumbing. You mean like plumbing?
Water leaks.
To,
if you got a water leak or a faucet you want changed.
The thing in your toilet, can you
I can make
that?
it so you don't have to jiggle the handle.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow. So what I want to know is, people are wanting to know, how did Frank become so smart? Or...
Well, that is purely that is a subjective opinion.
Subjective. Oh, okay. Well, your entourage is quite pleased to hang out with you every Saturday morning and Friday mornings.
Well, you'd have to ask them their opinion on that.
Well, they told me it's a form of doing charity work.
Yeah.
So
yeah. The needy.
Right, the needy.
No,
so
good guys.
So how's everything else?
Jim, life is life. We all have things to deal with.
Yeah, we do. We do.
You just try to do it and keep on moving forward.
All right. Now, you are a frequent caller to Dan Gaffney's show.
Less frequent than back in the day, but yeah,
right.
I still call in.
Well, now you're working. You got your own business.
I do. And I found out that, starting your own, working for yourself is a young man's game.
You actually get to work all the hours you want.
I do.
And you don't even have to receive overtime.
That's right. And you know what? That's the funny thing, because when I worked for the companies,
right,
I was the guy, I was on call 24/7.
Oh, wow.
Year round.
Okay. Oh,
because the other guys didn't want it, and I wanted the money. Because you got extra money to be on call, and you got the overtime for going out. And at one time, I was doing delivery and service on call 24/7. And I was always like, and the companies were always like, oh, no, you're working too many hours. You can't work that many hours. You're going to get burned out. At this time, I'm like, I've got 35 years in. If I'm not burned out by now.
Right. Give me a chance.
Yeah, let me go.
Right, let me
go. So now I get to work those hours. I'll work a Saturday, and I'll work Sundays because you go on the job site on Sunday, you're not working around the painters and the electricians and all that stuff.
You can be more productive.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And
all right.
I can play my own music. And,
okay. Well, if somebody wanted to call you, do you do by call? You want them to message you? If somebody needed some work done, I had you work on a stove.
I appreciate that.
I've had you work on a heater. You know, in other words, I never know what I'm going to have. So if they wanted to call you, how would they call you?
302-381-0545. And you
can call me Dan. That's okay. It's okay.
Jim, I really appreciate the time, and I appreciate the business you've given me.
Well, it's only been a little bit, but who knows where it's going.
Well, and I tell everyone, I don't do advertising.
Okay.
And the reason is I'm going a different direction. I said earlier, it's a young man's game.
Right.
If I would start it younger, I might be trying to build that fleet of 12 trucks or something. I'm looking to build a clientele to supplement retirement.
Right.
Good customers. I'm doing good. So I appreciate and I prefer referred customers.
Right.
Someone who I've done work for gives them my name because they trusted me and they trusted me enough to give my name to someone else.
Right. Well,
plus, I'm going to get a better customer that way, 9 times out of 10, than somebody who just found me by scrolling through.
Right. Well, that's what I'm doing right now.
And I know that, and I understand. I appreciate it.
These half dozen people watching the show.
I think there's a few more than that.
So, all right. Well, thanks a lot.
Well, thank
I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Take care.
Have a good day.
There
all.
goes Just Frank. All right, and that is one of Chris Callio's smartest friends. Would that be how I would say it? Yeah. There's a whole group of people over here, everybody. You don't even know who I'm talking to, but there's a group of people that come. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the whole room it's just very interesting, in other words. Ron, would you like to come join me real quick? You got to come around that way if you want to. I'm talking to you, young man. You. Your name's Ron, right? Yeah, good. You want to come on? Come all the way around that way. All right. He's coming. All right. All right, takes him a while. Well, I've only got 3 minutes left. So, Ron, step it up, everybody. Okay, so this is Ron, good supporter of the show, good friend of the community. Bought some stuff from Weller's, and he's making his way down. He's here with his bride, is that right? His young bride. So, anyway, he's a husband and wife team. Keep coming, Ron. All right, let's get her here. All right, have a seat.
How are you, Jim?
What was that now? Turn his mic. How's that?
How are you?
Good. Talk right into it. Pretend it's a Vanderwin's ice cream cone.
Well, that sounds,
right?
that sounds good. That sounds
Oh, we're
great.
taking a picture. I'm sorry. We got to take this picture. All right. That's Linda. She does a great job.
For the post office.
That
right?
one's for the Bridgeville post office. Where are you from? Bridgeville or Greenwood?
Georgetown.
Georgetown. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lewis Briggs will be looking you up over there.
I'm sure.
All right. So do you watch or listen to the show normally?
Every Saturday morning I turn you on at 7 o'clock. On the
Really?
on the radio.
Thank you.
And then once in a while I'll turn on the TV and see how you're looking.
All right.
See if you're growing any hair.
Right. Yeah, it's a search and rescue. They have to send out a team. So what do you think of this show, in all honesty?
It's fun.
Okay.
It really is.
You like it?
And Denise does a great job backing you up.
Doesn't she? I want to tell you, when you talk about a better half, that's my better half right there.
I can certainly see that.
Right. And it's so comforting to have her to go home to every day. So, all right. Well, you like Vanderwin's.
Do I? Of course.
Okay. Well, do you like the ice cream or a milkshake?
Either one.
Oh, okay.
As you can tell.
I didn't know if it was the free napkins that got you.
Well, yeah, they're important too.
All right. And your wife likes ice cream?
Of course.
All right. Do you also like Chick-fil-A?
Oh, we love Chick-fil-A. In fact, I worked at the one in Millsboro for the first year they opened up.
That's right.
I was the dining room.
Mr. Friendly.
Goodwill ambassador. Yeah.
Goodwill ambassador.
Yeah.
That's what I could be.
Yeah.
I could be a Chick-fil-A Goodwill ambassador. That would be a good job for me.
It was fun because I got to talk to everyone and fill up their sodas and whatever, but
Right.
it got to be too much walking back and forth for an old guy like me.
All right. So, all right. Well, I'm going to give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's.
We love
and 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A. Is that all right?
I love it.
Listen
yes.
to your wife over there. She's happy. Now, just real quick, because I got to go, but you can trade these in towards a milkshake.
Okay.
And pay $3 or $4 more and get a milkshake.
Okay.
Am I right? Still doing that? Okay. All right. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I haven't gave you a keychain yet.
No, I haven't got one of those.
Oh, there's a
Can
keychain.
I remind all the listening audience
Yes.
to, if you like a thrift shop,
Okay.
church I attend, Conley's United Methodist Church. They have a thrift shop down on Robinsonville Road, and it is packed with good stuff.
Good bargains, good stuff.
All good stuff, and we're open Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
I volunteer there one day a week
Okay.
in the pole barn.
Okay.
We've got lamps and furniture and clothes.
Really?
It's just a great place to go. In fact, we were voted one of the best thrift shops in Delaware.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, I hear the music, so they're wrapping me up, okay?
Thank you,
Have a
Jim.
good weekend, my friend. Thank you for
much.
joining me.
Appreciate
Okay,
it.
see ya.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're in the last minute. Less than a minute. Thank you for watching the show. Weller Does Delmarva. We've had a good time. I hope you have. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the share button as soon as we're done and tell your friends about it. All right, we're going to finish up on the TV side of things. We didn't even talk about buying any ads on TV today. I was slipping. So if you ever want to advertise on TV Delmarva, I am advertising, and I enjoy it. People are watching the ads. And call Colin, 302-242-8015. Get in now, 242-8015. We're out of time. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.